sun will be in his eyes. The ball is in, the game is on, and away we go for this Leinster Junior final. And it's New Walk who take the possession early from that kick-off. It's a long enough ball into the centre position, nicely chested down, a bit of movement there, but straight away it's Dean Carnelli who wins the ball back, and Iffy now is on the ball back inside his own half. Nice bit of a block down, and New Walk have gathered possession. A bit of a topsy-turvy start to this game. Now Sammy Johnson looks like he was on the ball there, driving forward there. Good work from him, Sam Hickey I should say that was. That's played there. There might be an early chance here. Andrew Wall, he's been pushed out towards the corner flag. He puts that one in on the volley across the box. It's a dangerous enough one. It's won by Evergreen. There's a chance there on the left foot. Oh, really early start there. Worked all the way in to Mikey Drennan. 3 or 4 players involved. It was a real chance at an early start within 30 seconds of this game.
Yeah, great move there to get Decky McQuillan gone wide and a great ball in. Unlucky, you'd be expecting Mikey maybe to hit the target there, but look, shows intent now from Evergreen.
Yeah, he's about 8 or 9 yards out. The ball just seemed to bobble outside the small parallelogram, and he made a connection when it went high and over the bar. But yeah, good move straight away there from Evergreen about a minute into this game. So Evergreen came into this game, they beat St. Joseph's in round 2 7-1. That was away. Round 3 it was Carrick Rovers of Monaghan. They beat them 2-1 away as well. We'll come back to a couple of more results there as the ball is kicked out. There's a header, and it's New Walk have gathered the ball on the halfway line. Short enough throw in. Nicely worked there by Ramsbottom, plays it down the line. They're playing in really short little alleys, and good strong work there by Declan McQuillan. Again made his self big. He gave away the throw, and it is going to be a throw in here in front of us. Sam Hickey is going to take that one, goes long with the throw, and that one is put into a bit of space, and New Walk take that one. It's a high, hopeful ball. That should be easy cut out by the Evergreen defence, and it is cut out. And it's still bouncing around there, and now Evergreen have won it back. It's Declan McQuillan again. We've seen plenty of him. He goes with a fairly ambitious ball. You can see what he was trying to do, but the forwards hadn't really read his intentions.
Yeah, great ball by Andrew Wall playing here on the right. I was expecting him to play centre forward, but they've started very lively down this right hand side.
Working down the ball again.
On Mikey.
And Mikey just couldn't control it there. Mikey Drennan was in on the edge of the box. That one hit off his knee, maybe went in, and it was easily picked up there by Carney in the end. So he's going to drop that now. Again, McQuillan again drives that up the line, and it's straight out of play. A lot of play being played down here this near side of the park in the early stages of this game. Oh, so it's like calling him Declan McQuillan. It's not actually Declan McQuillan, isn't in the number 7 jersey. The FAI Connect app gives us that information, but it's not always as accurate as we'd like it to be. But it would stick with the game for a minute as New Walk build this one through the centre circle, outside the right boot, and they're working it up along the line over the far side of the field, and New Walk have got this. The first time in the game we're seeing him go on a bit of an attack as Dowling picks it up. He plays that inside looking for the 1-2. New Walk holding on to the far side of the field in the attacking zone. That one's put across. Again, it was big headed away there by Sam Hickey, and Sam Hickey now brings up to Andrew Wall. Now Andrew Wall, a speculative ball across the field. Again he's looking for Mikey Drennan. It was a maybe 50-60 yard ball across. It was nicely cut out by Keane Dowling I should say, but another good attack from Evergreen.
Yeah, Evergreen seem to be playing the diagonal ball, and Mikey seems to be pulling over onto the right full-back. Andrew Wall is defining him with two very great cross-field balls. So seems to be a little bit of a tactic by Evergreen.
Yeah, they're really attacking down this near side as we see, and then going across. Mikey Drennan involved in 3 or 4 good chances, and now Evergreen have it again, coming in from the far side of the field. Decent cross, the whistle goes, and it is going to be a free for New Walk. There's New Walk man down as a result of that little altercation. But what have we played so far? We've played about 2 or 3 minutes, and you'd have to say Evergreen on top so far, Harry.
Yeah, they are. They've really kind of had the possession, and they've kind of been pushing there towards the goal. New York kind of had that one kind of attempt, but yeah, it's been all Evergreen really in the early stages.
So we're going to get going again with a kick out to Craig Carney of New Walk. He's going to go back. Is he taking a very long run? He's gone in behind the goals and everything. He must be changing something. He's not happy with the football, it looks like. Was he saying, oh no, he's kicking. There was a football behind these goals he wasn't happy about. He dropped that kick out over the sideline. Just delays us a small little bit here, but that's a lot. We have a lot of football to play here, so you'd imagine that won't be an issue as this game goes on. With about 4.5 minutes played, it's still 0-0 here in this Leinster FAI Junior Cup final. That one is broken free, but looking like New Walk are going to be able to get her that one. That's O'Shea, the team captain, plays it out. They're able to work this up the line. Oh, nicely cut out. That's Andrew Wall again, who's involved in everything so far. He doesn't manage to hold on to possession here, and New Walk have it back, and they're playing it across the field. And it's easily picked up there again. That was played across the field by Carnelli. And Evergreen are in, they're inside the box, they're up around the edge of the square. Oh, a dangerous one across. But again, it's Evergreen who are attacking, they're peppering away there at that New Oak defence. Haven't managed to get a chink of light yet, but another half a chance up there.
Yeah, great run and great force touch by Ethan Phelan to get inside the fullback. Just a pity he couldn't find a green and white jersey. Very well defended by the New Oak centre-back, John McCormick.
That one is thrown down the line again. Mikey Drennan is the target. Can Mikey do something from here? He's on the edge of the box. He goes back out to the line. And the ball, a bit of confusion over there. The New Oak man went down. The ball has gone out of play. And it is going to be a throw in on the far side of the field to New Oak, maybe 30 odd yards out from their own goal. They're yet to really feel their way into this game just yet. New Oak came through, as we talked about a minute ago. They played Cork Ramblers in the first game, where Wexford beat them 3-0. Then Park Celtic of Dublin, they beat them 8-1 away before taking on Key Celtic of Louth, beating them 2-1 at home. And then in round 4, Wexford Bows, we talked about it a few minutes ago, they had history with them and they beat them 1-0 after being down to 10 men after 20 minutes. And then of course that North End game, they beat them as well before the quarter-finals against Johnstown Celtic and Tally United. There is how they managed to reach today's game. That's New Oak. Ball now in front of us here, nicely we're up the line. That's Hickey, plays that up the long. Sam Hickey plays another speculative one in, looking for Drennan. It is headed out, fairly well controlled back there by New Oak, but again it's just lofted. They're not holding on to possession maybe as much as they would like, and it's back at the feet of the Evergreen men, and they're able to build again through Sam Hickey. Sam Hickey, a big tackle coming in there by Lee Walker, has gone out of play. And again, Evergreen seem to be the ones dominating. They're ones who are trying to build, as opposed to New Oak just seem to be defending at all stages so far.
Yeah, they seem to be getting a lot of possession. An awful lot of possession again, another chance.
Yeah, slight, maybe there's a call there. The New Oak defender went up for that. That looked like it was maybe James McGrath. He came down, ended up ball to hand maybe as he hit the ground on the edge of the box. He hit the ball off the hand. Would have been a decent chance for a free kick for Evergreen. The referee waved it away though, he was having none of it. And it's Evergreen to come on the attack again. Header went up there from the strikers, but it goes all the way in and it's easily picked up by Craig Carney. So after about 7 minutes or so, it's still 0-0 in this Leinster FAI Junior Cup final. The ball in the hands of Carney, the New Oak goalkeeper. Decent kick there. Again, he's been everywhere today, has Sam Hickey. Playing out here in front of it, a bit of holding there in front of the referee. He says play on though. The ball is still bobbling around up and down on the far side of the field. It's going to be taken on the far side of the field. That looks like Declan McQuillan over there on the left hand side. Again, he tries to play that through. Oh, lovely ball right into the chest. There might be something on here. Oh, I just couldn't get the shot away in the end. He goes to ground and quickly down to the other end of the field. That's worked out as far as Lee Walker. Lee Walker goes back, gets a bit of support. He spreads it outside, back to Lee again. Lee Walker now, is he thinking shot? He's about 40 yards out, up to the edge of the box, plays that through. And for the first time today, we see New Oak go on the attack, maybe caught in too many minds, and eventually it goes harmlessly wide.
Yeah, look, Lee's very, very good, and he just couldn't quite get the grip on the shot there by the looks of things. But good move, that's probably the best attacking play in the first real kind of attempt near goal.
It really went from end to end, because Evergreen did have a chance at the other end and then they ended up nearly conceding down the other end. Really topsy-turvy at the moment. Neither side, I suppose, fully settled into a pattern just yet, Johnny.
No, they're not really. It looks like Evergreen are kind of trying to get the New Oak defence torn very quickly. But when New Oak got the ball down, it just shows there that Evergreen have to be on their mettle today, because if you give New Oak time and space, the likes of Dean Kelly in the middle of the park, he can't hurt you if he's given time to play.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw it there, despite their dominance possession-wise. Evergreen were nearly caught at the back. They've had a couple of chances themselves, but we just saw New Oak well able to develop and build plays. That one just didn't work out for them, but they have the ball now, a throw in on the far side of the field. We're coming up on 9 minutes gone in this first half, and it's New Oak to go on the attack. That one is headed clear. Back to New Oak around the halfway line. They're holding on to this one. This is probably their best bit of play so far, and they've knocked that one in over the top. Still New Oak fighting for this. We have the Ultras coming in there behind us. I'm not sure, can you hear it coming through there on our commentary? They're adding to the atmosphere. Not quite sure which side they're supporting, but they're supporting.
They're New Oak.
The New Oak lads are travelling down, yeah. They're here and they're making themselves known.
I hope they have day jobs, because they won't make singers.
Be grateful they don't have a megaphone.
Yeah, be grateful they don't have a megaphone, says Harry. Not quite sure to pick that up on our mic, but the ball is going in over the top. Mikey Drennan tries to control it. Oh, he was well shut down in the end. It looked like he came across there. Owen McCormick did well to come across on that one and just stop Mikey. But Mikey, as we expected to come into today's game, Mikey, who has a list of honours and list of stats that we could talk about all night, but he is definitely the target man so far.
Yeah, he is, and I have to say, now Owen McCormick seems to be picking him up, and at the moment has done a decent job.
Falls to Andrew Wall on the edge of the box. It was kind of behind him. He tried to get his foot behind his whole body to get the strike away, and it does go out to the edge. Well, it goes out to the right and wide. It's from the edge of the box. The score remains 0-0. There's another chance for Evergreen.
Yeah, good take from Andrew. He readjusted himself very well and got a shot away. He just off target, but look, another bit of intent from Evergreen.
Yeah, it was reminiscent maybe of, was it Ronaldinho back against Chelsea, Barcelona back at 2005? He just dinked the ball behind him and tried to get a leg, and that's what he tried there. On this occasion, the ball went wide for the Evergreen man. A long kick out there is just headed clear, and it is going to be a throw in between the box and the halfway line for New Oak. And across to take this one is Luke Ramsbottom. So Luke is looking around him. He goes short, looking for the return, gets the return. Now he's coming up to the edge of the box. Oh, lovely left foot across the field. Maybe the breeze took that. It went all the way in, and it was nicely taken by Keane Rowe, and there's absolutely no pressure back there. But New Oak starting to come into the game a little bit more.
Yeah, they are. They're starting to create things, and that's only a good thing. You know, we saw Lee Walker's effort there a minute ago. We saw that effort just then from bottom. They just need to...
Oh, Eatonfield started to cut across it there. Harry Eatonfield got in the ball there, got a toe to it. He was heading for the edge of the box. This was just outside the edge of the box. He was taken down, or is going to be a free in just there, maybe to the left of the box, with a very promising position and a real chance for Evergreen to have a go from here.
Yeah, and unfortunately for New Oak too, a yellow card for Owen McCormick, so he's going to have to go the rest of the game and mind himself. But great position, because I'd be expecting now very, very good delivery now here from Mikey Drennan.
Yeah, so Owen McCormick, as we said there, on a yellow. He'll have to be careful for the rest of this game. We've only played 11 and a half minutes of this first half. If you're just joining us, it is 0-0 still. New Oak 0, Evergreen 0. Evergreen representing Kilkenny, of course. New Oak representing Carlow. So we have a free now on the kind of top corner edge of the box, if you get what I'm saying, maybe 5 or 6 yards diagonally out from the edge of that top corner, and a chance for Evergreen. They've committed, there's only 2 players back that aren't in the box for Evergreen, so every other player on the field from both sides is in and around that box now. So we're expecting this one to be a good delivery. We're expecting the goalie maybe to get a bit of work here as the ball is going to come across, nicely swung across, decent height. It's a dangerous one. Heads go for it, hands go for it. It is eventually hacked clear, but not very far. And there is a chance, edge of the boot. Oh, he went from the outside the right boot there. That looked like it was Sammy Johnson was going for that one. Sam Hickey plays that one in again over the top, bouncing around, and eventually now, if he has it, if he's on the edge of the box, thought about the volley first time, then decides, no, I'll play it, and now the shot coming in. Oh, and it finds the net, into the back of the net. That was Ian Phelan, and Evergreen have taken the lead. They deserved it. They've been on top for the first 12 and a half minutes, but a fine finish in the end.
Yeah, great finish from Ethan Phelan on not his natural foot, on his right foot, but I think New Oak just struggled to clear the ball from the free kick. I was expecting Mikey to deliver him, but it was actually Decky McQuillan. I thought the goalkeeper done well, but they just never cleared it, and Evergreen kept it in around the mix, and great finish low into the bottom corner from Ethan Phelan.
Yeah, you'd have to give a bit of credit there to Iffy as well. He picked up the ball on the edge of the box, and a lot of players might have had a first time hack at that.
Well, the thing about with Iffy, like he's scored a few worldies this year, so if he hit from there, you wouldn't be surprised. But they kept it, as I say, they kept it alive, and great finish.
Yeah, so 1-0 now, Evergreen lead, but it's New Oak on the attack. Oh, they were crossing there from the edge of the box. It wasn't the best cross in the world, but it is still 1-0, as we said a minute ago. Maybe New Oak will come into it a little bit more now. Maybe that'll be the wake up they needed. They have a throw in now on the far side of the field, just on line with the edge of the box. That one is played inside, nicely picked up there, Harmon. Now that comes across the looping one. Back post is Lee Walker. Oh, it was just a little bit overhit for him. He tries to control it. He just kind of hit the top of his head. But New Oak now really need to get something, Harry.
Yeah, they do. They are chasing the game. The problem is they don't have a target man. Jordan Harmon is in the 9, but he's a false 9. He's more of a midfielder and has played more kind of central midfield throughout his career. But look, they have the players in Lee Walker. They have Roy Byrne. Jordan can come up with the goal. Dean Kelly, Keane Cleary, James McGrath. They have the players. It's just about getting the ball up to them and trying to create something.
And it's Evergreen who come on the attack again. Andrew Wall again was the target here. He's on a near wing here in front of us. That ball was a bit too overhit though, and the score remains 1-0 to Evergreen, and we've played 14 minutes and about 15 seconds of this one so far. This game got off to a decent start. It's been fairness, Evergreen have probably been more on top in the opening 14.5 minutes, and they have their goal. If he now picks it up around the halfway line, he was under a bit of pressure, so to go back, gives it back there as far as Sammy Johnson. Oh, he goes across the field. I don't think Keane Roll thanking for that one, but Keane has enough time to control that. He's looking around him, goes at the right boot. Oh, lovely delicate chip. Oh, great vision. Plays that one forward, and just to control, slightly left him down on the far side of the field. The New York player came in, put a bit of pressure on, and I think the ball has gone out of play on the far side of the field.
Yeah, great ball out with Keane. He's very comfortable. The goalkeeper very comfortable with the ball at his feet. I think New Oak's set up, they're kind of letting Evergreen have the ball with the way they're dropping off when Evergreen have the ball at the back. As Harry says, like they kind of play a little bit of a false nine, which kind of gives them an overload in midfield. But I think then when the ball goes up, Evergreen are dealing with it really at the back. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops.
Yeah, there's a long free gone in over the top there from Newark. Did a free from just on their own halfway line, or maybe a little bit back inside their own half. That one was floated across. It wasn't controlled brilliantly, but Newark have managed to rebuild. They're recycling it now. They're maybe 20 yards out from the edge of their own box, playing a little 1-2 here on this left-hand side of the field as their goalie will be looking out at it. They decide to go all the way back. They're being patient about it. Back as far as Ramsbottom now. Ramsbottom has options left and right. Goes inside, goes a bit more centre. Now around the corner pass, trying to play it inside. Is there going to be something onto this for Cleary? Keane Cleary did his very best to get onto that. It was good defending from a New Oak point of view. I think that was Sam Hickey who was back there, and eventually it goes harmlessly wide. But New Oak trying something a little bit different there.
Yeah, tried to play the ball around and then get the wide, put the winger away inside Sam Hickey. But you'll want to be fairly quick to be getting on the other side of Sam Hickey. But he's defended it well and seen it out.
Absolutely. So the score remains 1-0 in favour of Evergreen. If you're joining us late, the ball has gone up to the other end of the field, but Evergreen weren't in possession at the time, and the New Oak goalie was able to come out to the edge of the box and take it up. And New Oak are starting to go a little bit more urgently about this one. They are 1-0 down, and after conceding, they know they need to get back into this game. This is a cup final. There's no time for mistakes, and now that you're 1-0 down, you might as well throw the kitchen sink at it. I know we've a lot of time to play yet. We've only played 16.5 minutes. It's Evergreen 1, it's New Oak 0. Neither of these sides has ever won this competition, so a new name is going to be written on that cup come 5 o'clock or so this evening. Will it be a Kilkenny side? Will it be a Carlow side? At the moment, the Kilkenny side lead 1-0. New Oak playing the ball around inside their own half at the moment. If he comes in there to try and put in a big challenge, but they hold on to it. David O'Shea, Dotsy as he's known, the New Oak captain, he was put under pressure there. He didn't have much time, and he's actually won his side a throw. I'm not quite sure how the linesman in front of us spotted that, but he did. Ramsbottom plays that. Oh, it's cut out. Mikey Drennan now. Mikey has it. Oh, maybe a goal-saving tackle there. Mikey Drennan picked it up between the edge of the box and the halfway, and a big tackle came in for a New Oak man. Mikey Drennan was looking good, but the New Oak defence stood up well there, Harry.
Yeah, no, Dean Kelly there with a brilliant tackle just around kind of the middle of the park there in the middle of the New Oak half. Mikey Drennan was on his way up through the goal and probably would have scored if it wasn't for that tackle. They just kind of slid in and took him out.
Yeah, Dean was getting a bit of a talk from the referee, and then I think he's had a bit of an injury, so that turned from maybe a bit of a giving out to a you okay type of a conversation. But either way, no cards come out. New Oak have the ball, they have a throw in. After that one, it went high here in front of us again. If he is up for that one, again, lots of headering going on here. No one in possession just yet, but New Oak are definitely on the attack. Oh, nice touch forward. There might be a chance for Lee Walker. He takes out his shot. He goes with his shot. He was about 6 or 7 yards out from the edge of the box in a centre position, but the ball goes wide at the end.
Yeah, I think in fairness, Dean Cornelly there letting the ball bounce twice. He kind of got his pocket picked a little bit, but look, it was off target. They've got away with it.
So 18 minutes and about 10 seconds gone here in this first half. It's Evergreen who lead this one 1-0. And now they're playing the ball out from the back a small bit. They go to the far side of the field and to try to work things. Nice chip forward again. Mikey Drennan is the target. Mikey has done well. He's come out to his own halfway line that time. I think he was trying to play a pass there. The ball has eventually gone out of play. I think it got a touch there from a New Oak man. So it will be a throw ball on the far side of the field around the halfway line to Evergreen. Coming short for that one was Declan McQuillan. Now he goes in over the top again. Maybe Mikey Drennan was the target again there for Evergreen. He doesn't get it, but Evergreen get it there through Dean Cornelly. Oh, and there's a New Oak man gone down now. I was actually following the ball. It was in the air. The New Oak man gone down. Johnny, you might have saw more of that than I did.
Yeah, just a 50-50 between the two of them. Dean and the two of them went for the ball. I don't think it was that. The referee was very, very close, and he waved playing on. So I think he was confident that Dean had got to the ball first. So.
Yeah, there was definitely a bit of consternation in the crowd, but maybe they were just playing it up a little bit, trying to get the referee on side with the referee in a good position, and he made sure he was definite there's going to be no foul given there. But it's New Oak now come on the attack. It's a looping ball in over the top. There might be a chance here, but the flag was up on the far side of the field. But again, New Oak, since they conceded that goal, are definitely improving.
Yeah, they are. They've kind of settled in. But I think the first kind of 10 minutes of that, they just kind of didn't seem to kind of be on it and giving away a lot of possession. But seemed to have settled down a little bit. Unfortunately, though, they're 1-0 down in that time. But yeah, they seem to have settled a little bit now.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of time to go. We played about 19 minutes and 30 odd seconds, maybe slightly more than that of this first half. But it is Evergreen who lead 1-0. Evergreen is, of course, the 8th-time Kilkenny DSL League champions. They won 8 in a row there a couple of weeks ago, so they're coming into this one full of confidence. New Oak finished 2nd in their league. By contrast, that one is on the edge of the box. New Oak have headed it down. It's not cleared that well though, and it's fallen nicely to Cornelli again. Dino, as they're calling him, that one is sent in over the top, but again the whistle goes and it is going to be a chance for New Oak to clear their lines. Harry, I suppose, how happy they're 1-0 down, but they're growing into the game a little bit more, are New Oak?
Yeah, they are. Look, obviously they don't want to be conceding early, and it kind of has drawn them out, and maybe that's what they needed, to just kind of wake up and kind of get into the game a bit more and start creating more. But maybe Evergreen are kind of sitting back a little bit more as well, and they're not, when you go a goal up, you're that bit more comfortable, and so it does allow the opposition a chance to kind of get into the game more.
Yeah, and he went long again there to Lee Walker. Lee Walker was crowded out of it. Now Evergreen have it. First time on the half volley. It turned into a shot. I don't think it was meant to be a shot originally from Andrew Wall, but he's always looking up. He's always looking for that killer pass, isn't he?
Oh, he is, yeah. Andrew, for a big man, he's a very good footballer. Looking at the tactics, though, they seem to be trying to isolate Mikey Drennan with Owen McCormick, and when they do, they're going to the front very, very quick. So it's interesting to see how that will develop.
Absolutely, and of course, as we mentioned a while ago, Owen McCormick is on a yellow card for New Oak. But New Oak now on the attack. A big one coming in from the halfway line. It takes a couple of heads and a couple of deflections. Eventually, it has gone all the way out for a corner. The number 4 there for Evergreen. Sammy Johnson got a head on it. It went in as far as Keane Rowe. Lee Walker was in around the house as well. A little bit of nerves in that Evergreen defence, and it has gone all the way out, and it is a corner and a little bit of danger there.
Yeah, long ball in, and unfortunately Sammy Johnson got caught underneath it, and Lee Walker was sneaking in at the back post. So corner kick, see how they defend this. Probably a big chance now for New Oak.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's James McGrath now of New Oak to swing this one in. New to the squad this year, was with Hanover. He puts this one across right boot, plenty of air on that one. It goes to the back post, and it looks like his goal is going to be cleared away by Evergreen. Again, hacked away out towards around the halfway line. There might be a chance for Evergreen to get on this, but New Oak were quick to get onto that. Lee Costello plays that one back, and now it goes all the way back, and Sam Hickey, or sorry, it's not Sam Hickey, it's Keane Dowling now, I should say. Dowling goes across the field. In there now as far as O'Shea. Dotsy thinks about going to the right, then comes in a bit more central. Goes for the slide rule pass, manages to find his man. New Oak starting to build. Disappointed from a New Oak point of view. They got 3 or 4 decent passes together and they were trying to build something.
Yeah, it was a poor return out. They were knocking it around well, used the space well and got into his feet, and unfortunately a poor pass out to the wide player.
So 22 and a half minutes gone. It's still Evergreen 1. It's New Oak 0. The game has definitely got a little bit more, bit of a bite to it almost since that Evergreen goal that was scored by Ethan Phelan maybe about 10 minutes or so ago. And the ball now there is for kicked high into the sky there by Keane Cleary of New Oak around his halfway line. He sends that one high. It's still been played there around that halfway line. Neither side really getting on that. It was like a ping pong ball. It went onto both sides and eventually goes harmlessly enough out of play. And we are going to get going with it.
That's a water break there now.
Is this something we see in the junior football, or is this because of the weather we have today?
It's just because of the weather, and it's an agreement then with the 2 teams and the referee before the game. So normally in midway through each half now, when the weather is like this over a certain degrees, they would organise to have a water break. So.
Okay, so 23 minutes and about 15 so seconds gone in the first half. It's Evergreen 1, it's New Oak 0, and we have a water break. And Harry, I suppose we'll bring you in on this. How would you sum up that first 23 minutes or so?
Look, obviously it was kind of Evergreen kind of dominated the early kind of stages there, and they were kind of pressing and got the early goal. New Oak kind of created a little bit, but nothing kind of serious, nothing major. They seemed to kind of come back into it in the last kind of 10 minutes or so. That effort from Lee Walker was the best effort they had. And actually, just to say something, James McGrath, he was at Hanover last year, but he was actually Newark before that as well. He was part of the squad that won back-to-back quadruples in Carlo. He went back to Hanover last year for family reasons and came back in this year then.
Absolutely good knowledge there, and looks like we're ready to go again. Newark are out first from that water break. Evergreen still in their bit of a huddle, so Newark, not surprisingly, I suppose, want to get this up and going again. They're 1-0 down. This is a cup final. They don't want to be losing cup finals now that they've made it after 4 or 5 years of being thereabouts. So we are going to get going with a throw in on the far side of the field to Newark, around the halfway line. It's inside their own half. I think we're nearly ready to go. I'm not sure, Johnny, will there be a second water break or is it one per half?
No, just one, and then half time, and we'll obviously have one in the second half. But the kind of the water breaks are a little bit of I won't say a little bit of a distraction to teams, because sometimes a team that are on the up, it kind of breaks their momentum a little bit. But look, we'll see how things go.
Yeah, and it's iffy on the ball for Evergreen. Oh, he tried to play that through. He worked really well to win the ball back, but it has fortunately fallen to a teammate of his, and Evergreen are still on it. It's back to iffy now. He's on the edge of the circle. Oh, nice turn from him. Really good pirouette. He has 3 players around him. Good quick feet for him. And Evergreen are able to go into Mikey Drennan. Mikey Drennan is in the box. He turns. He puts that across. Oh, it was just behind one of his strike partners there. It came across the box. And it was a really good chance. A couple of players involved for that. And Mikey Drennan again, just on the end of that. Maybe he could have taken a shot himself, tried to play it across, but Evergreen are on the attack again. Oh, a little bit of acrobats up there. But eventually Newark do clear that down with a real good chance.
Yeah, great chance, and unfortunately, like a brilliant peel off by Mikey Drennan, and he pulled it back. Just unfortunately, he pulled it back behind Decky McQuillan.
Now we've gone down to the other end of the field. Evergreen are defending, but it is cleared out. Their own box just chipped up there to the halfway line, fighting for that one. Oh, that was Sam Hickey. Sam does well. Sam is still going strong. Sam is up towards the outer box now. Sam plays it inside. He's looking for support, gets the support. Now it's put across. Oh, now there's a chance. Mikey Drennan on the back stick. Oh, he just couldn't control it. He seemed to come for nowhere. The flag was up, Annie, but a really good move. And Sam Hickey gets a round of applause as he goes back to his position as well. He deserves.
Yeah, I think Evergreen are working the wide areas very well, and great run by Sam Hickey and played it inside to Decky McQuillan. Unfortunately, Mikey was offside. I think he's kind of glad maybe the flag went up because he put it over the bar.
Yeah, he may have been expecting to finish that one, but it does not end up in the net, but it doesn't matter as the flag was up. As Johnny says, and the score remains 1-0 as we strike around 25 minutes gone in this one. We allow for the water break. We stopped our clock up here, so we're trying to stay on schedule with that one. And Newark have the ball back inside their own half. Side over there towards their right back, and that is played. Another chip ball up along the line trying to hit Jordan Harmon. He can't control it. I'm not sure it'll come off an Evergreen man last. It doesn't. Came off the Newark man, so it is going to be a goal kick. A chance for Cian Rowe to go again for Evergreen. He goes very short with this one. Just kicks it out there as far as Sammy Johnson now. Sammy has it. He's going to go back. He's going to go back across the field. In no huge hurry. Side are 1-0 up. If you just join us, 25 and a half minutes gone in this first half. And that wasn't brilliant from Evergreen, Johnny.
No, we were very sloppy. I will lead the lane. It's not likely, knocking it straight out of play. But it's very hard for Jordan up front, I think, because when the ball is knocked up to him, he's the 2 Evergreen centre backs to battle against. Which it's interesting now. Dean Kelly making a run forward. Good recovery by Lee Delaney. So.
Yeah, so it was a nice ball just chipped in there towards the penalty spot, but it is cleared, and the Newark man is holding his head as he gets up there. The ball has come all the way back out to the halfway line again. Oh, nice bit of footwork there by James McGrath. Just get himself away from Mikey Drennan, and Newark have it now in front of their own box. They're playing it over and back here. Again, that one is a nice central pass. Oh, nice one-time pass around the corner. Playing it inside there as far as Byrne. Byrne goes back outside. James McGrath now has it. James McGrath is met with a tackle, but McGrath does well to ride it. Oh, and he slides that one through as he manages to get up to Cian Cleary. Cian is the target, but Sam is across it. Oh, Cian does well. Cian stays on his feet. Sam goes down. Cian puts it across. Real chance for Newark. Oh, it's their second attempt. It's a third attempt. Oh, but eventually it goes into the hands of Cian Rowe. But Rory Byrne had one really good chance, one half a chance, and the third chance really wasn't a chance at all. The score remains 1-0, but much better from Newark.
Yeah, absolutely. Great move there from Cian Cleary down the left-hand side. And fair play to him for keeping the ball there under the pressure there from the defender. That was difficult. And then to get the ball into Roy Byrne. Roy was just unlucky there with a couple of attempts. He probably should have got it in, but look, a couple of good saves there from the keeper, to be fair. Especially the first one.
Yeah, so as good as Sam has been, Sam Hickey there for Evergreen, he was slightly cut out there, and you can't just afford to make mistakes at this level.
Yeah, like you have to make sure. Like he was trying to shepherd the ball out, and like you have to make sure you defend it. And the new out player, like Cleary, got on the end of it. But have to commend Cian Rowan, the goal, great save from point blank range. It shows that new out are dangerous.
Yeah, Roy Byrne up there doing everything he could to put that in the net. It just didn't work out for him, but he'll no doubt have another chance before this game is over. We've only played 27.5 of the first half. It's Evergreen 1, it's New Oak 0. So that one is cleared down and has gone out of play on the far side of the field, just on the halfway line, and it's a New Oak throw to Cian Dowling. Dowling is looking for some support. He gets the support there from Kelly. Dean Kelly plays it in. Oh, nice work around the corner again. They've worked it up along the line. Now New Oak halfway between the box and the halfway line far side of the field. Murphy again puts in the boot there and clears it and wins it back for Evergreen, and they're not waiting around. That looks like who was that? It was Cornelli. He went out to the far side of the field for Evergreen. Evergreen holding on to this one, and that one is eventually lofted up the field and it goes straight out of play. And that's twice we've seen Evergreen just get a tiny little bit sloppy, Johnny.
Yeah, like they need to. I know their tactic maybe is to go forward very quickly, but they need to look after it a bit better. Like they're kind of rushing it,
28.5 gone in this first half. Evergreen do lead 1-0 against New Oak. We're seeing plenty of battling going on the far side of the field. That was tried to be lofted up the field there from Evergreen. It was a good block down from New Oak. New Oak are really coming into this game a little bit more as it goes on. There's Evergreen who lead 1-0, and that is the most important thing they'll feel at this stage. Long throw up there towards Mikey Drennan. Mikey doesn't get it the first time. Eventually he's headed back out of play. We're going to get going with Cian Dowling taking a throw in on the far side of the field. He's about 10 yards shy of the halfway line inside his own half. That goes back inside. Cian Cleary got a tackle in the back there. He's looking to take it quick. Little bit of petulance there. He tried to take it quickly, but Dean Cornelli wasn't the required distance away, and he just booted it off him. I think he knew exactly what he was doing, but the referee says, stop that, lads, calm it down. The free is taken again, and New Oak starting to go. Evergreen though have won it back from not the best ball forward by New Oak, and Evergreen have it heading towards the halfway line. Sam makes himself available. Sam Hickey now. Sam Hickey comes inside. Good ball from him, looks for the return. Sam Hickey maybe 5 yards inside the attacking half. He's on the ball now, he's going again. We know this guy's got pace. So too did the New Oak defence though. And across there was James McGrath. Made sure Sam Hickey didn't get past him. But Sam Hickey is definitely an outlet that Evergreen are trying to utilise a lot more in the last few minutes. Yeah,
in fairness to Sam, he's a good engine on him as a fullback. He gets up and down the line. I just think it got a little bit too tight, and in fairness to New Oak, they got across and they shepherded it out.
So, good ball through forward there by New Oak. Tried to hit it on as far as Harman. Harman's still on the ball. He plays it in. He was about 5 or 10 yards maybe outside the edge of the box. He had runners right and left. He tried to play it through. There was just a little bit too much on it. He tried to get it through into Byrne there, who was on his right shoulder. The ball had too much on it. Now we're going up to the other end of the field, and Evergreen are on the attack. But that one comes to nothing. But it was a good work there, Harry, from New Oak. Maybe too many options there for the man on the ball.
Yeah, Jordan Harman, he kind of fluffed it there. He had a couple of guys. He had Roy on his right and he had someone else there on his left. And he just kind of fluffed it himself by accident. He should have put it into someone else. He had good option there in Roy, who would have put it back into the box or had a shot himself, but unfortunately he kind of ended up fluffing the shot.
So New Oak still on the attack though here. They've got the ball maybe 10 yards inside their attacking half. That one is put in, an inviting ball across, and it is headed clear out for a throw in. Is it going to go? It's not. It's not going to throw in. There's a strong header there, came in from Sammy Johnson. And Evergreen hold on to this one now, building about 20 yards out from their own goal. Bit of pulling and dragging there, and it is going to be a free to Evergreen. A chance for them to maybe take the sting out of that, because New Oak were on top for the last maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, just settle it down now and just kind of let Cian come out and take that and just kind of kill New Oak's momentum a little bit. They just need to settle down a bit now. It's gone a little bit frantic, so just kind of kill it there and just take your time. Yeah, 31 minutes gone in this first half. It's Evergreen who lead 1-0. And Evergreen are on the ball now again between the halfway line and the box, just playing it over and back there. New Oak have retreated, just gives Evergreen a chance to play it over and back. It's now Sammy Johnson again. Sammy looks up, he plays a speculative ball forward again. Mikey Drennan was the target. Mikey did his best, but he was being outmarked 2-1 there, got ahead in it, but New Oak have recovered and the ball comes down on the second ball. That's played over the top. There was an offside anyway. If that had worked out, Jordan Harman had just strayed off, but I think we're going to get going again with either a throw-in or a free kick, but either way, Evergreen, it's a throw-in on the halfway line there, and Evergreen have it. And they're trying to build about 10 yards inside the attacking half from their point of view. Again, New Oak have the men over there, they've won it back.
That was like Dean Kelly was involved in that one. Now Dean tried to play it through onto Harmon. Again, Harmon threw the hips into it. Oh, there's a tackle there, and New Oak have it. Now there's a bit of space here on this near side of the field, but New Oak tried to go to the other side. That was Keane Cleary played out across, but maybe should have stayed on this side. All the space did seem to be over here.
Yeah, he should have kept it moving, going this side. They had Evergreen caught out, and he went back over, and maybe getting cut offside or something like that. You know what I mean? It's a bit silly.
Yeah, small bit, maybe just inexperience, or the big day. This is a cup final. I'm sure if he gets a chance again, he'll try something different. 32.5 gone in this one. Evergreen 1, New Oak 0. The goal coming from, I had it written down 2 seconds ago after losing again. Of course, was Ethan Phelan with the goal for Evergreen. Probably after about 10 or 12 minutes of this game. The ball now has worked all the way in as far as Craig Carney in the New Oak goal. He gets it, rolls it forward. Hadn't had a huge amount to do besides having to pick the ball out of the net that time, in fairness to him. And the ball is going long now. Evergreen, good defending back there at halfway line. The breeze starting to kick up a small bit. Just trying to find a few flags here. It's probably favouring New Oak, you'd imagine, or maybe it's just breezier because we're up on an elevated position at the moment. Evergreen having now the edge of the box. Mikey Drennan on the left. He goes outside. There is a runner down the wing. Now there might be a chance to cross it over there, maybe 10, 15 yards out from the byline. A chance to cross it. Evergreen commitment to the box. Will the ball be crossed? It's not. It's good defending from New Oak. Evergreen maybe should have put the ball across a bit quicker.
Yeah, I thought maybe he should have just set maybe Ethan and got the ball into the box. But probably played around a little bit too much, but we're back on it here now again.
Yeah, Carnelli won that one. Carnelli looked up and he maybe saw something we didn't see because that one went all the way in.
Yeah, they're rushing the play. They need to settle down a little bit. They were doing, when to get the goal in the first couple of minutes, they were getting a lot of play, but they seem to be kind of rushing the forward pass a little bit now. They need to settle down a bit.
So still 1-0 to Evergreen, and the ball is lofted forward here where it's easily controlled by Lee Delaney, and Lee just puts that straight out of play, and it just gives New Oak a chance to build something here from around the edge of the box with this throw in.
Yeah, I think New Oak are growing into the game. I think they're really coming into it. As you say, their goalkeeper hasn't had anything to do bar maybe pick the ball out of the back of the net, so they are coming a lot into it. Like the second half now, or this half after the water break, they seem to be coming an awful lot into it now.
Yeah, and just as we say that, New Oak are back in the ball. Effie is doing his very best though. He's throwing in big tackles there. New Oak forced a retreat there from the edge of the box all the way back to their own half, and now they've tried to loft one forward down into the corner. There might be a bit too much on it. Good work from Evergreen, the far corner. They still haven't that. One now is cleared away up towards Mikey Drennan, who's on the halfway line. Mikey wins that header, but he's again completely outnumbered, and even though he won the header, there was enough men in red around him of New Oak to win possession, and they have it again. Again, Mikey seemed to be the target. Now Effie has it again. Effie has it around the halfway line. Just can't get enough support there. And New Oak have won it back. Now there's a good ball across. The ball's on the edge of the box. New Oak are attacking here. Plenty of pace on that, but Lee Walker has it now out by the corner flag. Needs a bit of support. He's looking around. He goes back outside as far as Luke Ramsbottom. Luke Ramsbottom on the edge of the box. He comes in, and now New Oak have kind of taken the zip out of this a small bit as David O'Shea goes in to a more centre position. Ramsbottom is calling for it here on the line in front of us. Decides not to use Ramsbottom. Oh, a big tackle coming in there, and Lee Walker from Sam Hickey. The crowd here don't seem to like that too much. The referee ignores it though. It's gone all the way in, and it is going to be a free. Again, Johnny, you might give us your thoughts on that last 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, again, the referee very close to it, and he said that the Evergreen player won the ball, but they were kind of the Evergreen player stood around there, and Dean Kelly made a late run into the box, and they need to kind of sharpen up a little bit. They've kind of, I don't know whether it's been 1-0 up and coming close to half time, but they need to just be a little bit more clever, a little bit more cute, and manage the game a bit better.
About 10 minutes left in this first half. Harry, did you have a different view of that, or do you think Johnny summed it up, or was he able to take the Evergreen glass off for a second? Just give us your thoughts on that last tackle.
Oh yeah, look, I mean, it was a good tackle. It was probably, I don't know, it's a 50-50 one. The referee was close enough to it, so I can't really argue too much. And obviously there's a linesman looking straight at it as well, and two people looking at it, so yeah. Yeah,
fair enough. So it was a good call from all our official adjudicators up here, so we'll go with that. 1-0, Evergreen still lead. Mikey Drennan on the far side of the field, 2 New Oak men on top of him. He does reasonably well to knock that out, and now Evergreen have won a free on the far side of the field.
Silly free kick to give away, yeah. Silly free kick by the New Oak player to give it away. You know, the Evergreen player wasn't going anywhere, and he comes through the back of him. And it gives them a chance now to put the ball into the box again.
Yeah, good position. It's probably maybe 15 metres in from the halfway, or up from the halfway line, in the Evergreen attacking half of the field. So they scored their goal from a set piece, maybe the second or third ball from a corner, and now they have a chance to go with something from here. So a couple of runners going short here, but I think Evergreen have again committed maybe 8 or 9 men into this. There's only 2 men not gone forward. One of them is Sammy Johnson, the other is Sam Hickey. Every other player has gone in around the edge of the box. That one is floated across. It looks like it's going in towards the goalie. Oh, it's one of those dodgy ones that kind of just goes in around the crossbar, but it does go over, hits the top of the net and goes harmlessly wide in the end, I suppose.
Yeah, I wouldn't think Mikey was shooting from there, but he might have just maybe misjudged it a bit. But it's a dodgy one for the goalkeeper. You know, do you let it go over? There's a possibility he could hit the crossbar and drop back down. So, in fairness, though, he dealt with it well enough.
And it is going to be a goal kick, 37.5 gone in this first half. Evergreen lead 1-0. You're listening to this on KCLR. My name is Paul Jenkins. We hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. That goes across the field from New Oak. Nicely headed down, and there is a chance of a runner here. Roy Byrne on this one. Roy's on the edge of the box. Good defending though. Cross came. Lee Delaney got the boot on that and even managed to hit it back off the New Oak man and win his side a throw in that they scarcely deserved really, but good defending you could argue as well from an Evergreen point of view. And now they have a throw ball from the far side of the field as we come into the last 7 minutes or so of this first half. Glorious sunshine here in Bunclody. And that one is thrown forward, but it's gone all the way in, and Dotsy looks like he has it for New Oak. He comes inside and they're trying to build from their own centre circle. Now again, a lofted ball forward. They're real 50-50, they're probably less than 50-50 even from a New Oak point of view, and that one is booted right back to where it came from and it has gone out over the line. Probably need to be a little bit more creative than that.
Yeah, you know, like at the moment Evergreen have dealt with any of them long balls, and I think even from the point of view New Oak are now starting to deal better with Evergreen's long balls, so you'd probably want to be maybe a little bit better on the ball, both teams a little bit better, a bit more creative. But look, it's still in the mental pot. I know they're 1-0 up, but still a chance.
Yeah, and speaking of chances, New Oak nearly got onto something there. It was a cheeky little header from the edge of the box. It nearly fell down to one of the New Oak strikers, but it was spotted and it was clear. Now we've got a long ball. Lee Walker in against the goalie. I think the flag was always up, but we were talking about those long speculative balls. The odd time they do work, that one very nearly did, I suppose. Yeah,
it was very close. I think the offside, I'd say it was very, very close to Lee Walker maybe being even onside. But look, the linesman was up to play, so you'll go with what the linesman says.
Yeah, absolutely. That came from maybe the centre of the field. It was just kind of half volleyed forward. Lee Walker was quick to react. So too, in fairness, was Cian Rowe in the Evergreen goal, and so too was the linesman on the far side of the field, in fairness. And it is going to be free for Evergreen now. There's about 39.5 gone in this first half. So here goes Rowe with the right boot, plays it up around this near side of the field. Players go for it, bouncing. Where's it going to go? Maybe a slight push in the back. Referee says play on as that was turned and driven high by McGrath of New Oak. But it's going to come all the way back, and Evergreen have time to just compose themselves. With 3 or 4 players options. He decides to go back to kind of where that came from. Again, not really, neither team controlling the ball very well at the moment, but Evergreen have it back and try to spray it to the far side of the field. That looks like it's Sammy Johnson again. He hits that again on the volley, drives it forward. The first time shot. Is it going to go in towards Mikey Drennan? If you're going to drive any ball up there, that's who you want to aim for. And the ball has gone up, and it is, I think, it's a throw in a fairly dangerous position. From almost nothing, in fairness, you could say Evergreen just booted that up there, and they might get something out of this.
Yeah, and look, when you have a player like Ethan Field in your team, and if he's on the shoulder of a fullback, you do have that option to be able to clip it over the top, because he is very quick. And look, they've got right up the pitch, right up to the corner flag, and have a throw in from there.
Yeah, I beg your pardon, it was Ethan Phelan that was in the corner. That ball was sent towards Mikey. Drennan was inside in the box waiting for a cross, and now the ball is heading towards the aforementioned Mikey, but he is beaten to the ball. And Lee Walker, who's playing as a striker, all the way there back defending, right back in his own corner flag, and he made sure Mikey Drennan wasn't getting on that, knows the danger Mikey has if he gets the ball, but it is going to be a throw in now, and all the way up the field comes Sam Hickey to take this one. So Sam looking around him, is he going to go into the box? He looks like he is Rory Delap style here with the long throw. Is that what he's looking for here? He's got a couple of options short, but no, he is going long. That is a decent throw. Will it cause a bit of bother? It's headed out by New Oak, still bobbling around there. Now from that edge of the box. Just trying that was Johnson. Didn't manage to make the connection he would have liked on that one. Still there, still working this into the angles. Andrew Wall, he's been quiet for the last 15 minutes or so. He's very prominent in the first 15 minutes, and the ball has gone out, and it has gone out for a goal kick. And it is going to be a goal kick to New Oak. Yeah,
New Oak closed them out there well. Just very noticeable that when Evergreen are getting any set pieces in around the New Oak box, they bring everybody back. They don't leave anyone up. They defend everything around the box. Unfortunately, around the goal they didn't, but they seem to pull everybody back to try and defend it.
And they've done that. 41 minutes and about 45 seconds gone in this first half. Still Evergreen who lead this 1-0. Ethan Phelan with the goal, and a bit of a coming together over there on the far side of the field. The referee says both players committed to that, get up and play on, and that's exactly what happened as the ball comes here to this near side of the field. Ramsbottom plays that left footer inside into Dotsy now. They will say the team captain plays that one for a little chip pass, but not as accurate as he would have liked, and it's easily picked up back there by Sam Hickey. Sam goes back to the goalkeeper. Cian Rowan out, Cian back to Hickey again. Hickey controls that, comes inside, takes on his man, real confidence. Oh, Lee Walker said, "You're not having that." Lee Walker wins the ball back, plays it outside, and Newell come on the attack. The cross comes in, it's a little too high maybe. Oh, it holds up in the sky, but Lee Walker isn't a bit happy with that. He made a real effort there, Harry. He was hoping for maybe the pass back and maybe get a shot away.
Yeah, he was, but unfortunately the Evergreen keeper was well on top with that one, and he dealt with that really, really well, to be fair to him.
It just shows that the Evergreen lads can't fall asleep for any length of time back there.
Yeah, it's a couple of times now Sam Hickey has tried to be a little bit clever and he's been caught out. Yeah, they need to just make sure that they're a bit better on the ball. But good move here now.
Yeah, Evergreen up to the edge of the box. That was Andrew Waugh. He just didn't control as well as he would have liked. He was trying to get into Mikey Drennan. Andrew fighting for this one back, but Dotsy's after that as well. And he gets pushed to the ground. He had a bit of a shout there to make sure the referee saw the hand on the back. The referee, I think, has decided there was no hand on the back and it is going to be a throw in. And up comes Sam Hickey to take this one. He's probably about 10 yards out from the edge of the box from this line ball, maybe 40 yards out in total. And a chance for Evergreen. They lead 1-0, 43 minutes gone in this first half. That one is thrown in. Just Andrew Wall was a target, but doesn't manage to get enough ahead in that, and it goes out for a goal kick. So we're into the last 90 seconds or so of normal time by our reckoning anyway. There was a water break, of course, which throws the timing out a small bit, but so we'll see what happens as this one's going to be kicked out by Craig Kearney of New Oak. Goes short. The ball is still just at the edge of the New Oak box now, and now it goes long here to this near side of the field. Lee Walker calls it. Lee takes that in the chest. Sam puts in a big tackle on him. Sam Hickey and Lee Walker really getting to know each other in the last 40 odd minutes or so, and no doubt that'll happen in the second half as if he gets on the ball for Evergreen. He plays it out to the left hand side of the field. He was looking for the return, he doesn't get the return, but Evergreen start to go on forward here still up towards the edge of the box. Good work on the far side of the field. The ball is coming across half a block, and I think we're going out for a corner. And Johnny, you might be, was that Ethan Phelan who had it?
Yeah, Ethan Phelan again they walked the ball across the midfield and out to Ethan Phelan on the left, and he's won a corner. So yeah, he's been effective out there, and in fairness to him, he's had to get a reward of getting a corner. So last kind of minute here or so, we'll see how New Oak defend this now.
Yeah, we saw what happened. Well, didn't see it because we're listening on the radio, but after about 11 minutes or thereabouts, Evergreen did get their goal from a similar enough position. The ball came in after the second and third attempt. It fell kindly to Ethan Phelan and he struck that one from the edge of the box. This time the corner comes across. It's kind of high, kind of looping, and it's easily cleared by New Oak. Now New Oak can maybe go on a run here. That's David O'Shea on the ball there for New Oak. He is dispossessed though, and Evergreen have it back at their own full back line or thereabouts, and that one is cleared up the line a bit. New Oak have got it back now inside their own half. 4 players come across the field, and New Oak again just kind of taking the pace out of it again as we strike the 45-minute marker thereabouts. That one is sent forward. Evergreen had too many players there. A bit of a mix-up of communication. Oh, it just stopped from going out from a line ball or a throw in, but it doesn't happen. But now Effie, I think the ball is just booted at him. He did his best to control it, but New Oak do have a throw in now, maybe 40 yards out from the goal, from the attacking goal as they'll see it, and maybe they'll have one last attempt at an attack here in this first half. They're 1-0 down, 45, we'll go over the 45-minute mark, and they're going to go for this one, it looks like.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Goes back to Owen McCormick. I'd say they'll pump this in now, we'll go diagonal. Although Lee Walker seems to be on the other side of the pitch for some reason.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Was where is Lee Walker? He seems to be the target man the most of the time from those balls. So it doesn't come in, it goes short. And again, Effie is up on that one. He does well, but the referee says no, you're a bit over exuberant there. The New Oak man goes down holding his ankle around the shin area, I think maybe. And it is going to be a free in to New Oak, it looks like, possibly. And the referee having a chat with a couple of the New Oak players. Looks like he's talking there to Jordan Harmon in particular. I think Jordan isn't too happy that there maybe isn't enough cards been handed out.
Well, I think they're arguing about the yellow card that Owen McCormick took in the other end, but I think in fairness, I think it was a challenge here and maybe just a clash between them, and Dean didn't get the ball where the other yellow card, to be fair, Owen took Mikey out, but dangerous here now from New Oak.
Yeah, so chance for Jordan Harmon, about 40 yards out, floating that one in across a fairly central position on the edge of the box, but it is cleared away fairly easily, and Evergreen now have a chance. The referee has the hand up as if to say play on. Tackle goes in there. far side of the pitch, getting a little bit tetchy. There's a few players down here. There's a New Oak man down. There's a couple now. Everyone's kind of running into getting to know each other a little bit. Cian Dowling went down for New Oak. I think he felt he got pushed as he was tracking back. There's maybe 6 or 7 lads from both teams now kind of coming in on top of each other. The referee is in there, the linesman is in there, the referee is talking. The pushing and shoving has started, but the shouting is still ongoing. And Johnny, again, you might give us some thoughts on that whole thing.
Yeah, I think Mikey played the ball off, and as he was trying to run away, I think himself and Dotsy were pulling and dragging at one another. So it'll be interesting to see maybe what the linesman's take is, because the referee was unsighted. So it'll be interesting to see what the linesman's seeing of it.
Yeah, it's all smiles now. We see Mikey Drennan there smiling. A yellow card for Mikey. I'm not quite sure who New Oak player it was. Got the yellow number 2.
The number 2, actually,
so
Cian
Dowling, a yellow for. So that's a second yellow for New Oak and a first for Evergreen, and it goes to their marquee man there, Mikey Drennan. So we're going to get going with a throw-in. You'd imagine this is probably one of the last pieces of play of the day. Of course, we did have that water break if you're joining us late. Also, if you're joining us late, you probably want to know the score. It's Evergreen 1. It's New Oak 0, the goal coming from Eaton Field in around 10 minutes or so. And there is the half-time whistle. So we are finished for the first half. We played roughly 48 odd minutes. Harry, we have to give a bit of a cheer. The ball is in, the game is on for the second half, and away we go in this one. Played out to the side, and Evergreen are on the attack in their own full back line. That one is sent over the top. Mikey Drennan is the target. Can Mikey get onto this? Drennan controls that on. He was pushed out over the line. It is a line ball and a chance for an early attack for Evergreen. Lee Costello is the man who comes up. He's about on line with the edge of the box out by the sideline, of course, for this throw in. Plays it down the line looking for the return, doesn't get the return just yet. Now is he thinking going left and right? That's a decent cross across towards the penalty area. Up gets Mikey. Mikey gets ahead on that, not a huge amount of power, but a promising start to the second half for Evergreen all the same.
Yeah, great ball in by Eaton Field, and I think Mikey just mistimed a little bit. It seemed to come off his shoulder, but good intent again.
Yeah, good start to the second half.
Seems to be a bit of a change in Evergreen's shape. It looks like Decky McQuillan has gone to the right, and Andrew Wall has gone through the middle as centre forward with Mikey in behind him. So interesting to see what way that works out.
Yeah, Andrew Wall definitely gone a bit closer to the attacking goal, and he's up around there, hovering around the edge of the box at the moment as that one's played over his head. And New Oak gets that. Lee Walker trying to control that. Lee managed to get it back to one of his colleagues there. That colleague there was, in fact, it was Dean Kelly he gave it back to. That's one over the top one. It might be a chance. New Walker in. It's 1-on-1 edge of the box. Can it be finished? Oh, Roy Burns didn't control that as well. He would have liked. He pushed out towards the side, and the chance may be gone. Still Byrne on the ball here. Now he's been pushed out towards the edge of the box, towards the sideline. He really did have a good chance. He goes back inside as far as James McGrath. James lofts down over the top, and it was nicely saved. But a really good chance for New Oak there, and they just didn't take it as well as they would have liked.
Yeah, I think the bounce of the ball maybe caught him out. It was a little bit lackadaisical from Lee Delaney with the header back, and he ran on. But yeah, massive chance for New Oak at the start of the second half.
Yeah, Harry, we'll get your thoughts on that one. It was a real chance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Roy really should have buried that. Not really sure what he was thinking. He just kind of miscontrolled the ball, it looked like, and couldn't quite get the shot away, unfortunately. And then the effort went away at that point. The Evergreen defenders got back in time.
Yeah, so the score remains 1-0, 2 minutes into this second half, and New Oak will be buoyed by that chance, and they're on the ball again up to the edge of the box. That one goes across. There might be a chance here it can be controlled. Oh, it just bobbled a little bit away and the chance is gone, and Evergreen are getting onto this one, but New Oak will definitely get confidence from that one. Nicely kept in there. Good work from Eaton Phelan there, the goal scorer. Kept that one going in, but it goes all the way back into the New Oak goalie, and he's under no pressure. He can decide where am I going to play this to. He goes short as far as James McGrath. McGrath on this one now. He's going to go long with this one, or is he going to go back? Oh, he's playing a lot of ball back there around his own box, but he gets away with it. Andrew Wall's putting pressure on him there, but it was nicely done by the New Oak man in the end. Now it's Owen McCormack. Owen McCormack goes back outside as far as James McGrath. Now James has the edge of the box, looks up, goes long, drives that one maybe 60 yards up towards the edge of the other box, and it is put back with a header. I think it was Lee Costello headed that one back out, and it is going to be a throw in now to New Oak. Looking around here now for maybe a bit of space is Cian Dowling on a yellow card in that first half. He goes short, gets the return, has options down the line, tries to take the ball on himself. Eaton Phelan was there in the right place though. Made a nuisance of himself and initially won the ball, but it has been given back now. That looks like it was Dean Kelly played that across the field. Dotsy was on the ball there, David O'Shea for Newark, and now it's been spread towards Lee Costello, far side of the field, just on the edge of the box. Oh, tried to take that one first time, he was half blocked, but he's going to get another attempt at it, again around the edge of the box, around the top corner of the box. He's been pushed out there. Oh, good work from him, left and right, plays that inside as well. Cian Cleary now, Cian Cleary on the ball, he gives and goes, doesn't get it back though, and it goes all the way back as far as David O'Shea now, who's around the halfway line, playing a little 1-2 there with James McGrath, and back inside as far as McCormack now, back as far as McCormack, as I said there, number 5 for Newark. Oh, the breeze took that, or else it got a huge curl as it came across. Again, David O'Shea going forward there for Newark, right in front of the referee. Not a huge amount in that one, there's a bit of pushing and shoving after that, and Sam Hickey ends up on the ground after that one, but all a little bit needless.
Yeah, but an absolutely ridiculous free kick to give away. You know, like Evergreen, for some reason now they seem to have dropped off an awful lot. And Newark have kind of done to Evergreen what Evergreen done to them in the first half, really putting pressure on. I know it's only a couple of minutes in, 4.5 minutes in, but Evergreen don't seem to have come out of the dressing room really.
Yeah, it has definitely been all Newark. They've had a couple of chances. Score remains 1-0 though, coming up on 5 minutes gone in this second half, and it is a free kick to Newark, fairly central position, and it's a good chance for Dean Kelly, and he looks like he's going on Mo Deerock, as they say on TG Gahar. He has a chance for this one. He's not looking for the short one, even though he has a couple of chances, or a couple of options I should say. He's maybe 40 odd, well the box will say is 30 odd yards, he's another 10 on top of that. Still well within range, I'd imagine. He's actually been told to go back another small little bit, but a chance here.
This is very dangerous. Dean Kelly is very good from set pieces. Very good from set pieces.
So Dean with a chance, of course. Dean got the 2 goals in the semi-final. Can he get one in the final? His side badly need one. They're down by 1 goal at this stage. 5.5 minutes gone in this second half of this Leinster FAI Cup. Oh, and that one is gone. Oh, he didn't really catch it as he would have liked, and it has, thankfully, from an Evergreen point of view, not gone anywhere really near the goal in the end.
No, it didn't. Unfortunately, he didn't make the goalkeeper work. It went well over the bar, but you can't be giving Dean Kelly opportunities like that from a dead ball, so Evergreen need to kind of be a little bit more clever and a little bit more clued into what they're doing. You know, they can't be giving away stupid free kicks around the edge of the area. But again, Newark are really putting pressure on now in these early few minutes.
That's how things are going at the moment. Yeah, Evergreen are definitely have taken the foot back on. Newark are really going for it. And that was a long ball, it's gone all the way through. And Newark, they had a lot of defending to do there, and they defended well. It was a long ball down by Evergreen and went all the way in towards the edge of the box, but it is cleared out, and Evergreen now have a throw in here in front of us, and across to take that is Lee Costello, maybe 10 yards shy of the box. He's throwing that one in. Again, you can see the breeze there, not something we spoke about a huge amount in the first half, but there's a swirling breeze out there, and you could see it there from that throw.
Yeah, you really can. Like the wind seems to be blowing down into this bottom corner, so any ball that goes into the air, like for the defender, it's going to be very hard to judge. But Andrew Wall and Mikey Drennan are winning all the headers, so Newark need to defend this very well.
So a throw in now, and it is Evergreen who have whatever advantage is coming from that swirling breeze. It's down into their bottom corner, but it should be with them to some extent, you'd imagine. That one is kneed out of the fence there by Newark. That one has maybe 80 yards of a knee on that one. It's gone all the way in, and a fairly hefty back pass there. The Evergreen goalie does really well with it there to Cian Rowe, because that one came at him at a bit of pace, and Lee Costello puts up his hand, or maybe it was Sammy Johnson actually, puts up his hand to apologise, to say sorry, I put a bit too much welly on that one. It was controlled well, but now there's another chance for Newark. The ball has gone in around the end line, nicely controlled there, left and right. That's Dean Kelly. Dean looking for some support. Oh, he was well blocked down, and that goes out for a throw. But again, it's Newark who are attacking.
Yeah, very much Newark are very much on top here, and I'd say hearts were in the mouth when that ball was knocked back by Sammy Johnston, the Cian Rowe, but Newark are really putting pressure on here.
Yeah, spraying the ball now in a fairly central position. They decide to go back on this occasion, back inside their own half. Andrew Wall putting a bit of pressure on, but that one is nicely played forward, but it is cut out. Evergreen have possession around the halfway line, but the ball just about kept in play by Ethan Phelan, despite what the Newark players might say about that one. It was kept in. Newark have won the ball back though on the halfway line. That one is sent forward. That one has a chance for Byrne to run after, but that one is well defended. Across comes Lee Delaney, and there is a chance for Newark now. They have a throw in on the edge of the box. They commit maybe 7 players forward here. Also coming short for that one is James McGrath. It doesn't go as far as James. They go across the field, spray, changing the direction of the attack, all the way over as far as Luke Ramsbottom now. Luke has it, he's been stood up, and he's forced to go back inside his own half. and that's where he's gone now. They're working this around the halfway line. Still there, that's James McGrath. James McGrath, beside him is Owen McCormack. Owen now going, looking up, deciding where I play this. He sprays it out over to the far side, a diagonal ball again. The breeze probably got a little bit underneath that when he was trying to hit it on to Luke Ramsbottom. But Harry, New Oak definitely are improved in this second half.
Oh yeah, they've been well in the game now. They're really pushing. Evergreen haven't really come out of the traps at all. Not like Johnny said, they didn't really come out of the dressing room at all. New York have been pushing. Dean Kelly's free was a brilliant chance. Unfortunately, he squandered it. But yeah, New York have been excellent in the second half. They're really pushing, they're creating chances. And a goal is coming.
Yeah, possibly a goal is coming. You heard it here first from Harry there. We're coming up on 9 minutes into this second half. It's still 1-0 to Evergreen. Their lead through that Ethan Phelan goal after 13 minutes. As New Walker on the attack, on the edge of the attacking box. Oh, if he comes in there and if he just makes a nuisance of himself, made himself big, got his leg in there and boots it out here just under our camera position, our commentary position, and it is a chance for New Oak to take a throw in here with their back inside their own half. It's not where they want to be. They want to go forward with this one. That goes short. A little 1-2 over and back. That was Cian Dowling, plays it inside as far as Cian Cleary. Cian Cleary gives that one forward. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Through, a lovely through ball, and New Oak on the attack. Oh, across from that, fighting for that one. Oh, Lee Delaney. It's not the most, I suppose, eye-catching thing to do, but it's effective.
Oh, he's a man mountain, Lee Delaney, and like just there, you would have thought that it was in the favour of the forward running onto it, but Lee just stands his ground and sees him out. Very, very good play. And that's how you see a ball out over the line.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely wasn't going to be moved. Just shattered that ball all the way out over the end line, and there's nothing the New Oak man could do about it. But so now we get going again with a kick out. 10 minutes gone in this second half. It's still Evergreen who lead this one 1-0, and that one's dropping around the halfway line. Wall went up for that. He doesn't get it, but Evergreen do manage to pick it up there. That's over the far side hill. Sam Hickey. Sam driving forward here. We saw him do that plenty of times in the first half, but Lee Walker coming across there. Lee, who's more a striker today, but he's back there throwing it. That's the second or third time we've seen him back defending, and his manager will be delighted to see that. But it is Evergreen who have a throw in there, the far side of the field. It's thrown in around the edge of the box. A lot of New Oak men came in on top of that, just managed to bully him out of it. James McGrath, I think, was the last man to clear that out. Doesn't get a huge distance on that, and Evergreen have won it back. Evergreen have it now about 10 yards from their own box. Still have it, 4 players around there. Oh, lovely corner through the box. Evergreen are in, it goes across. Oh, he just needed some support, didn't get the support. He was trying to hit Mikey Drennan. He was coming in from the far side of the box. Mikey Drennan was around the penalty spot, but the passes wasn't accurate enough.
Yeah, you wouldn't be expecting to see Sammy Johnson that far up the pitch. Maybe get a nosebleed or something, but he good feed and got his way through. I think he was expecting one of the lads to be on the inside of him, and New Oak got away with that one there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen chances now at both ends, but the score does remain at 1-0 to Evergreen. 11 minutes gone now in this second half. And that one again has gone over the halfway line. It's hanged up, it's headed back by an Evergreen man there, the Evergreen man who we saw a few minutes ago, Lee Delaney, who shattered the ball out a few minutes ago. Now he's heading the ball out, but it's New Oak who have the ball inside their own half, playing that across the field. Owen McCormack looking up. He tries to play that diagonal ball across again. The wind seems to hold that one up. It's swirling it. Hard even to know who is helping at this stage. Not sure it's helping either side too much. Ethan Phelan now on the ball. The goal scorer for Evergreen. He plays it across. Good ball from him. Nicely controlled, and Evergreen have it back, and they're playing it over and back. And that eventually is cleared around by Sam Hickey. Sam's ball isn't as accurate as he would have liked, and New Oak have won it back inside their own half. And that one is played patiently up the line. There might be a bit of a gap here. Lee Walker made himself available. Lee isn't using this occasion. Now Lee has it. He's just inside his own attacking half. He plays it across the field. Oh, he was trying to play it in as far as Byrne, but Roy Byrne was never going to get to that, really too much power on it.
Yeah, we just kind of tried to force it a little bit and it just ran away. But still, again, good play. Like New Oak are really battling for everything.
Roy Byrne there, the man who tried to get on the end of that, he was back defending there. He put in the boot and he won the ball back for his side, and now his side New York are back on the attack again. They're trying to decide where they're going to attack from here. Cian Cleary goes across there, across the far as Dave Roche. Datsy now on the ball. He has options left and right. Oh, he decides to go back, and the New York fans won't be delighted about that. There seems to be a bit of momentum in favour of the Carlow men, but they've just slowed things down now. Maybe that'll work out in the end, but all the angles have really been closed down at this stage. That one is sent forward here. Not the best clearance in the world of falls. So New York man, edge of the box, goes left and right there. That's Dean Kelly. Dean was taken out there. The referee points to the spot. He was a little bit slow about that, Harry. You weren't too happy about that, but he got the decision right in the end.
Yeah, look, I can tell that was a foul there, and he kind of look, the referee got it right, and rightfully so. Caught him there on the boot, didn't really get any of the ball. Yeah, good opportunity here for Dean Kelly from a free kick.
And as I said, it's probably going to be Dean to step up and take this one. Not quite sure, Johnny, was a yellow card handed out there? Right?
No, there wasn't, but it was, in fairness, it was a free kick. And like, again, Dean Kelly has had a sighter already, and he's going to get another opportunity. The only thing about it now here is the wind is against him, but I'll be honest with you, I think the Evergreen midfield are getting pulled around the place.
The free kick comes in, it's off the bottom of the post, I think. It's still there. Oh, but that was a fine effort there. Was it Jordan Harmon, I think, took the it was Jordan. We were thinking Dean Kelly might take it. It was Jordan with the left. It was low, bent in around the wall. Not sure it was a saver off the post. Harry, did you see more of that than we did?
Yeah, I think it was a save. I was thinking it was anyway. Good effort, kept it low. And I think the keeper just got to it.
Oh, and he keeps it at 1-0 to Evergreen. But a real good chance there. As we said, we thought it might be Kelly to take it. It was Harmon in the end, and it was a lovely free kick, but well kept out in the end through a combination. We're not sure it was the goalie or the post, but either way it didn't go into the back of the net, which is the main thing. And Evergreen may have got a bit of a kick into life after that one. They're flying down the wing here. That one, like, it's Lee Costello, and Lee gets forward and has won his side. Oh no, he hasn't. It went off him last, I think, is what the decision is here. But Evergreen, that might have woke him up a bit.
Yeah, it might have done. I just think the change in midfield is maybe caused Evergreen a little bit of an issue. I think they're still trying to get used to who's going where. But look, you should have been expecting this, that Newark were going to come out like this. But look, still in the melting pot, still there.
Yeah, 15 gone in this second half, 1-0 to Evergreen. If you're joining us late, Eaton Phelan with the goal after 13 minutes, and a few changes going on there.
Yeah, they've switched the two wingers. See, Lee Walker has come over onto this side, so they're obviously Lee Walker changing things about to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, Lee Walker, who we heard there from Harry a while ago, was involved with the Carlow Footballers earlier this year. Carlow Footballers also in action as well today against Wexford Footballers in the Talton Cup. Last we heard they were a point up against Wexford. But Lee is here, he's playing soccer at the moment, and he's doing well with his side. They're down by a goal. They'd really love him to get in the end of something. But it is Newark who have the ball back in their own defending zone at the moment. And they're looking to try and play their way out of it. And it is Lee Walker is the get out card here with this one. He has it up towards the end line. He's been pushed in towards the corner flag. He wants to get it across. He does get across the dangerous one, and it is knocked out. It's just about kept in play, and it is eventually finished out for a throw in, and Newark can go again. Yeah,
great work by Lee Walker, great cross in, and very well defended by Sam Johnson. But Newark are still on top here and still really getting into the game here.
Yeah, Effie there on the edge of the box for Evergreen, stuck his head in there and stopped that and going forward here. And just to give you an update on that the Gaelic football game I was talking a minute ago, it's now Wexford 1-14, Carlow 14 points, 52 minutes gone in that one. And to keep you up to date here in Bunclody, it's Evergreen 1, it's Newark 0, and we've played 16, coming up on 16 and a half minutes of this second half. But this game has really kicked into life more in this second half as Newark have come more into it. Andrew Wall fighting for this one for Evergreen. He has 3 Newark men around him. He's still going strong. He's just kicking lads out of his way now. The referee said, yeah, James McGrath was fouled there, and it's going to be a chance. Oh, it's not a brilliant one. Evergreen now back in possession of the ball after they more or less blocked down that free kick. Mikey Drennan played to play through. Mikey was well cut out there, and it was well done by Keane Cleary. And Newark can go again as the breeze, not sure can you hear it through the microphones at home, the breeze starts to kick up a bit. Oh, this is going forward here. Sam Hickey plays it inside. Evergreen looking dangerous here. Mikey Drennan, is he taking shot? He is on the left. Just didn't have the power. But since that free kick gave the scare, Evergreen have come out of themselves in the last few minutes.
Yeah, they have, and look, a great spot by Sam Hickey, and came up the pitch very well, and good shot by Mikey Drennan. So look, they need to just get it down and get back to what they were doing well in the first half.
The ball again going in over the top, trying to get Mikey Drennan, but James McGrath has been glued to his side all afternoon, and such was the case there. They went all the way, and it was easily picked up there by Craig Carney. To Newark man looking around him, he's saying, I've no options here. That was Owen McCormack. He eventually doesn't give a brilliant ball, and Effie there in the middle of the Evergreen midfield picks that one up, and it's Evergreen who are coming again. Can they do something here? Andrew Wall plays out now, trying to get it on to Ethan Phelan, who'll come out on the wing here. Just a little bit too much on that, but the Evergreen crowd applaud that one. They're happy with the efforts.
Yeah, I think maybe he took a couple of chances there of maybe woken Evergreen up a little bit, because they were very sluggish when they came out after half time. But they need to just kind of get back to it and get back up.
From a Newark perspective though, Harry, you'd definitely be happy. We talked about it the second half. They've really come on with 18 minutes gone so far, and Newark are a different side in the second half.
Yeah, they really are. They've really pushed. They kind of capitalised chance, free kick is probably the best chance to get New York out of the game.
New York back defending now, and that one is cleared, old school style, up along towards Lee Walker. Now Lee is on this. Lee tries to, he just about keeps it in. He doesn't, in fact, actually, it has gone out. Lee did do everything he could to keep that from going over the line, but it has gone over the line at this stage. And is there a substitute happened, Johnny?
I think so. I've seen a little bit of a conflab between Gary and Craig and Johnny, and it looks like there's movement over on the Evergreen bench.
So we'll keep an eye on that as we see it. So far that hasn't taken place yet, so it is Andrew Wall on the ball now for Evergreen. He's nicely shut down by McGrath. Mikey Drennan has it back to Andrew Wall. Andrew was expecting, I think, even feeling on the wing. It wasn't there this time, and I think there's a sub coming there. And we see James McGrath is doing the international sign for I need to be subbed off, and now he's gone down on his knees, and I think that will be the end of James McGrath's day. He gave it 19 minutes into the second half. I say he's going to be replaced now, so we'll keep an eye out for what change is coming. McGrath's still down.
Yeah, I think to be fair to him, I think he took one or two little knocks in the first half, and I think he's after taking another one there now, and he doesn't look too good. I see over on the Evergreen sideline, I think it's David Grinsell, I think I see warming up, so maybe there's a change coming for Evergreen and change coming for both sides if James McGrath has to go off.
And Lee Walker and some of the Evergreen backroom team having a bit of crack there with a bottle of water. Is there a rule you can't take a step off the field?
Yeah. You're not. If you're coming out for a drink of water, you're not allowed to step off the pitch. So.
Oh, well, fair play to Lee Walker. In fairness, there he was following exactly the rules of the association there, and he had to get someone to hand him a bottle of water in off the field, which is an interesting one. But now we're actually having the official water break, so. An interesting turn of events there. Yeah. So 1-0 is the score, 20 odd minutes. We'll stop the clock now for a second as the players go off for the water break. 20 minutes into the second half. And there will be a sub probably coming on after this water break, but it is still Evergreen who lead 1-0, and this is the last section of the game. What do you think has been said in the huddles now in this water break? We'll go to you first, Harry.
They just need to get together. The one thing New York will not do is panic. James McGrath is a big loss there in that middle of the park. He's been excellent in both attack and defence, but look, they'll be telling them not to panic. There's still 25 minutes left, still plenty of time to take the time, put the work in and put the phases together, and something will come off.
Yeah, that's I suppose is going to be the message. There's still 25 minutes. This game can still go either way. Evergreen are winning at the moment, which I suppose is the most important thing. But Johnny, they can't take their eye off the ball at any stage in this one.
No, they can't, and in fairness, it looks like with New Oak, I know with McGrath going off, it's a big loss, but it looks like Dean Keaton is coming on, or David Keaton, sorry. So like, he's a good player too. It won't weaken New Oak at all, but as you said yourself there, Paul, the wind is kind of getting up a little bit around here. It was nice and calm before the game, but it's getting fairly breezy, so any ball in the air is kind of needs to be dealt with by the defence, you know, or the goalkeepers. But I see a big huddle over there between the Evergreen management and the team, so they need to get onto it, because they haven't kind of come out in the second half the way you probably would have expected. And maybe that's the thing of being 1-0 up, you know, Paul. Maybe they kind of thought maybe consolidated a little bit, but New Oak have really pushed at them, and they've been unlucky with the save from Keane Road and they hit the post. So look, they need to get back into it here. Yeah,
you mentioned momentum in the first half when the water break took place, and I suppose neither team was fully on top, but on this occasion I'd argue anyway the New Oak were probably on top, and Evergreen will really enjoy having had this water break. They'll hope it'll break up New Oak's momentum, and Evergreen can really come out after regrouping over there, and who knows what'll happen for the last 20 odd minutes.
Yeah, and I think this is the thing. I think like New Oak really were, and the water breaks, as I said, Paul, in the first half, it can kind of stop a little bit of momentum and break momentum. So like, Evergreen won't be too disappointed with it, but look, New Oak just need to get themselves back together and do what they were doing, because like, in fairness, it's they're kind of probably shading the second half a little bit.
Yeah, 25 minutes is a lot of time in cup football, so who knows what's going to happen. Both teams back out onto the field, so we'll start the clock again. We have around 20 minutes gone of normal time in this second half, and there is a change there. I think, is there a change for Evergreen as well, potentially? There a bit of running going on over there on the far side of the field, or maybe that's just a player who's slow to come back on.
No, it's a change. Mikey Clifford is at the coming on, so it looks like Andrew Wall has gone off. yeah, Mikey has gone back up top and Decky McQuillan gone back into the centre midfield.
So Andrew Wall, who'd given his all, especially at the start of that first half, and he was growing into it more in this second half, but he is replaced by Mikey Clifford, who has come on for the last 25 minutes. Big header been won here right in front of the Evergreen bench, and they like that one. But it's Newwalk. Oh, just a slight mistake there by the Newwalk back here right in front of us. Cian Dowling just took his eye off the ball, was thinking about what will I do with this ball next, and just forgot to control the ball. And now there's plenty of chatting between the players, which is good to see in some ways. They've all got a bit of a personality, but there is going to be a throw in now to Evergreen. Lee Costello going to take this one. He's taken a few yards there, I think is what the Newwalk lads are saying. Anyway, we're playing on, and that one is chipped in over the top, and Newwalk now can go with this one, played across the field. Mikey Drennan nearly had it, he controlled it and played it back out to the far side of the field. That looks like Clifford over there. Clifford plays that one on, his first touch of this cup final. And over there, Hickey playing in and out. Hickey full of confidence out there. Now he's on the ball again, flying down the wing. Sam Hickey, oh, but the ball just goes out over the line. Real confidence stuff from the man out there. He's just not afraid to take people on, no matter where they are in the pitch.
No, and that's Sam's game. He's all energy and he's all action, and again now with Mikey Clifford now in front of him again, you have a guy with a lot of pace and a bit of a trickery in him. So
and now there might be a chance here as Evergreen come on the attack. That one's knocked in. Mikey Drennan inside the box. Oh, he was forced to go back outside. There might be a chance to build here. Clifford puts this across. He's blocked out, and there is going to be a throw in. But as we talked about, that water break, it may have changed momentum. Evergreen, I know we've only played about a minute since the water break, but it's been all Evergreen since then.
Yeah, it has done, and like I just say, like, the changes now, like in fairness, like the personnel changes. Decky's gone back into the middle of the park and Mikey up top, so it'll be interesting now to see. Young Mikey Clifford is very, very clever, very quick, so he'll give him an out ball, so they'll have two out balls either side now with Ethan and with young Mikey.
As the throw in comes in, Sam Hickey goes past his man again. He tries to put a ball, it's a dangerous ball, it's headed out now, but Lee Walker there is on the edge of the box for Newwalk. He did really well to hold that up, and Newwalk have the ball back, and the danger is averted for now anyway. A central enough ball inside, and has fallen kindly. Evergreen might have a chance to do something from here. That was Declan McQuillan we talked about a minute ago. Even Phelan goes to ground. Oh, a bit of a rash tackle there from Mikey Clifford. It was right in front of the referee. He takes the yellow card and keeps going. The Evergreen crowd not too happy about that, but Mikey Clifford's one in particular was very obvious in fairness. It was in front of the referee. He tried to give a yellow.
Yeah, I don't think it was a free kick on Ethan Field, and I think Mikey Clifford, was very cynical, to be honest with you, and maybe a deserved yellow card, I would say. But again, now it's a tight rope, like he's on with a yellow card. But it looks like, is it Dean Kelly? It looks like he's hurt.
Yeah, Dean Kelly, he'd be a huge loss. Harry, too, no up and what's happened to him.
Yeah, of course, he's magic. He's the best player by a country mile, and I know even the Kilkenny boys kind of mentioned it during the week. He's the danger man. He's the one that creates everything. He's the one that, even if he doesn't play well for 90 minutes, he can still kind of get a goal from a free kick or something. And there seems to be a substitution there. Kyle Foley has come on for Newwalk. I'm not sure who's gone off.
Byrne, I think.
Roy Byrne, yeah, probably Roy Byrne now. That means Kyle Foley will probably go in at right back. Cian Dowling will shift back down to left back, and the Graham spot on top.
So a couple of changes there as we've 24 minutes gone in the second half. We're going to get going again with a free to Newwalk inside the centre circle, the Newwalk defending side of things, and Dean Kelly thankfully is back up on his feet and he's able to keep going. He's going to do his very best to try and win this cup final for his side. A man who got 2 goals against Tala, former League of Ireland player of course, with Wexford Youth. And his dad Sean managed in Newwalk for the last 20 odd years or so. A family steeped in Newwalk, and he goes with the right boot, chips that one forward. It's a dangerous enough one. Effie's around the back and he just clears it out, and it's eventually helped. The clearance is finished. When Newwalk are going again through Luke Ramsbottom, we talked about him, he's going to be playing a bit more advanced, we think, for the last 20 odd minutes or so. And that one is held forward, but Evergreen have it again, and that one is sent high, kind of on the volley, cleared. And it's between the halfway line now and the box. And Evergreen have it, but just like I say, that's back in possession of Newwalk, and they have it through Owen McCormick again. Owen McCormick back inside his own half, sprays it out to the left. A head gets on that. Another head, and Evergreen win possession, and Mikey Drennan was trying to use his body there, and he done enough to win his side. A throw in on the far side of the field, just on the halfway line. Mikey, intelligent use of the hips there, and manages to force his opposite number to give away a line ball or a throw in.
Yeah, Mikey tried to shield the ball, but Dotsy is very clever. Got himself in around it. So yeah, look, it's again the tactical stuff is happening. Evergreen are going out to giving away a ball here now. Very stupidly, to be honest with you. There was no need for it. But yeah, the changes now are really, New Oak are going for it and Evergreen are trying to stay ahead.
Yeah, and now is the time to go for it. 20 minutes left in this Leinster Junior Cup final. It's Evergreen who lead 1-0 thanks to an Ethan Phelan goal on 13 minutes, whereas New Oak will have the ball back inside their own box at the moment. They're playing it out. Not a great ball, and it's been turned over. That looks like Clifford plays it through to Mikey Drennan. There's called for offside. There's no flag on up. Drennan has it. He's in the box now, needs some support. The ball is coming across, second attempt, and it's blocked down again. Still Mikey has it. Is he going to go for third time? Look, he goes back as far as Clifford. Now Clifford goes on to the right. A sliding tackle comes in. He evades that, and Evergreen hold on to it. Sam Hickey now on the far side of the field, maybe 30 yards out from goal. But there was a chance there maybe if Drennan had a bit more support.
Yeah, slight chance, and I think the ball just went the wrong way, and then in fairness the New Oak defender got back and done well and blocked the cross to get in. So look, Evergreen still have possession of it, so they're keeping it up this end of the pitch. Yeah,
the ball there now about 40 odd yards from the attacking goal. From Evergreen's point of view, they have the ball now. Not a great, it bounces kindly. There might be a chance here, one-on-one Phelan to Saw. That was really well saved. He was on the penalty spot. Really good play there by Carney. He came out, made himself massive, and Ethan Phelan ended up hitting it straight off and it's gone out for a corner. But that was a chance to put this game to bed.
Yeah, the slip there though found McCormick, and the ball one-on-one there, Ethan Phelan with the goalkeeper, and I think he probably telegraphed where he was going to go, but look, in fairness to the goalkeeper, he got down well and put it away. I think maybe the second goal might have been the winning of this game.
Yeah, and it was the man who got the first goal. We'll go to you in a second, Harry. We have a corner here just before that though, as Evergreen have a corner here. Definitely their impetus is with them for the last few minutes. That's a dangerous one, an in-swinger ahead in it. It's still bobbling around there. A second head goes on it and it eventually does go out, and it is going to be a goal kick, but a real good chance there, Harry, a few minutes ago.
Yeah, huge chance really. Dotsy there in the box just kind of lost the ball, which is very unlike him. He's usually really solid on the ball, and Craig Carney with a huge save came out of his goal and just kind of took the sting out of the ball and cleared it away for a corner. That was a massive save and kept New York in the game.
Yeah, 28 minutes gone in the second half. It's Evergreen 1 and it's Evergreen on the attack again. That's a lovely ball in over the cover. One-on-one to goalie again. Oh, it was Mikey Drennan. He tried to just lob the goalie. The ball was bouncing up maybe at hip level. He tried to put it in over the goalie's head. The goalie did really well again for the second time in 2 minutes. Craig Carney comes out and makes himself big, and he tries to get New Oak on the attack. But Evergreen, that's two chances. If they don't win this game, they'll look back on it and say, maybe we should have taken them.
Yeah, two massive chances in the space of 5 minutes for Evergreen, and yeah, it's really you need to be kind of putting them away because you don't want that to come back to haunt you now.
Yeah, New Oak really went quickly on the counter-attack after that. Then it was booted forward there by the goalie who made the save, Craig Carney. He knocked it forward. It goes up to the edge of the box now, and it is going to be a throw-in to New Oak. They're on line with the edge of the box. Or is it maybe even a free kick? Either way, there's a chance to do something from here. Across goes Luke Ramsbottom. We'll see if he put the ball in his hands. He does, yeah. It's going to be a throw-in from there. And a chance for New Oak to build from here. A bit of movement. Oh, again, we're changing the throw. This is the third time effort now. Maybe this is a tactic. Jordan Harmon puts that across, gets a bit of air on it. It falls to the edge of the box. Oh, now it's gone across the field. There might be a chance. Oh, Dean just couldn't get the leg behind that. He was nicely cut out. And Evergreen are able to go again. They're not. Just Ethan Phelan couldn't keep the ball in. Lee Costello meets him with a cheeky shoulder after that, but I think they woke it up and have a laugh about it. But still 1-0 to Evergreen. And it is going to be a throw-in. Throw-in now to New Oak, right on the halfway line. Going to be taken by Cian Dowling. 29 minutes gone in this second half. Evergreen 1. It's New Oak 0. And back to New Oak. They're defending back inside their own half, goes across the field, right boot on that, gets under. It's a lovely diagonal ball, it falls. There might be a chance here into the box. Oh, it was a long way out. It was Jordan Harmon on his left boot. He was into the box. It would have been hard to beat the goalie from there. The connection maybe wasn't as strong as he would have liked, but again, a chance for New Oak.
Yeah, massive chance for New Oak. No pressure on the ball from Evergreen and a diagonal ball, and misjudged in the air by Sam Hickey. And look, it's you want to be a great shot now to beat the keeper from there, but look, again, it's a good chance for New Oak.
Yeah, with 15 minutes left now in this cup final, 30 minutes gone in this second half. That one goes long from the kick out. It's still there, it's still to be won. Effie there for Evergreen. He has maybe done enough to regain possession. He's still bouncing, hopping around there between the halfway line and the edge of the box. Still there. Now we're into the centre circle. Hasn't come down clearly just yet. Foley in there for New Oak as well. And eventually it is hoofed clear. And it's going to go all the way. And all Lee Walker's on the edge of the box. He's lurking. Lee might do well. And it was a coming together. We talked about Lee being involved with the Carlow Inter-County footballers. And he went in with his shoulder there that you'd like to see in Dr. Cullen Park, but the Evergreen man didn't like receiving it. He's gone down, and it is going to be a chance for Evergreen to clear their lines. But you can't fault Lee Walker for going in for that challenge.
Oh no, like the ball is there, but I don't think Lee Delaney is appreciative of the clash. But again, it was a bit of panic stations again. New Oak kept the ball alive and kept it up that end of the pitch. So, you know, like you need to see this out. Like Evergreen need to see this out, but New Oak, by the same token, need to keep pushing it on.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to have to see what will happen in the next 15 odd minutes. We've had 31 and a half. I think there's another change possibly on the Evergreen side. No, I think or maybe it's already happened. We'll try and get confirmation of that in a couple of seconds time. I'm not sure, Johnny, was there a change over there?
No, I think they were going to, and then I think there was a change in the mind there.
So we'll play as we were, as New Oak have the ball now. Lee plays that a little bit forward, still fighting for that one. And New Oak having that one is sprayed across the field by Dean Kelly. Dean finds a man on the far side of the field. That man is Jordan Harmon, the man who took that free kick there at the start of this half. It was probably the best chance that New Oak have had. That one is sent forward there, trying to hit Dean Kelly. He'd moved forward maybe 10 yards from the edge of the box, but the ball has gone. And now the breeze. Now we're up here on a gantry, but we can really feel the breeze on the 10-foot elevated platform we have at the moment. We actually thank One Clothing, we thank Jason and One Clothing in particular for setting up this fine structure which has made our job much easier here today. But please God, the breeze doesn't get any stronger. But we have a free on the far, no, it's a throw in on the far side of the field to Sam Hickey. 32 and a half gone in this one. Evergreen 1, New Oak 0. Second half coming towards the closing stages. That one has fallen kindly, and Evergreen have it now just on the edge of the attacking box from their point of view. Big shoulder coming in there, the referee says play on. Still there, Clifford involved in that for Evergreen, and just enough numbers there where it might fall if he doesn't manage to get on that one. And New Oak have won it back through their number 3 who sends that forward. That was Ramsbottom sends that one long. There might be a chance here, the ball is still there, but it was good defending back there by Delaney. And Lee Walker throws in another shoulder, and again the referee says that's a foul. Again, seems a little bit harsh, but the referee doesn't like it, and that is the main thing. The New Oak players coming in remonstrating with the referee, saying like, "Are you not allowed to do that?" But Johnny, you're not allowed to do that. Is that fair enough to say that?
No, you're not. In fairness, and I think like Lee Delaney was just about kind of getting past him, and he threw in his shoulder. But look, the referee is fair enough about it. He's given the free kick, but like, it's not a yellow card or anything. It's just a coming together, you know, and it's fair enough, you know.
Yeah. In some ways, if you're watching that from a New Oak point of view, you'll be thinking, "I'm glad he did." Lee Walker put in some kind of a challenge, but he just needs to get the ball the next time, I suppose, and not foul the man. But it is going to be a free out now to Evergreen, and it looks like there is a change to New Oak on the far side of the field. Bit of activity over there. We'll bring you that as we get it. But Harry, your thoughts now from a New Oak perspective?
Oh look, 10 minutes ago now, it's time to start kind of getting themselves into gear and find something. Looks to be a change there. Doxy's coming off, O'Shea, the captain, is interesting. Chris Blake, I think, is coming on, which means that David Keating will swap back into centre half there with Owen McCormack.
Okay, we believe Chris Blake is wearing 17. We'll keep an eye on that one. He's actually on the ball straight away. Yeah, it is. Chris Blake's in there. We're number 17, but Mikey Drennan is on the ball. More importantly, he's inside the box. He takes it on the left boot. Oh, the angle was difficult. He was being pushed out towards, we'll say, the edge of where the box meets the end line. Put the ball across on his left boot, but it does go wide in the end. It was a chance, but probably the most difficult one we've seen today.
Yeah, it was a chance and kind of across the goal, but something I think we might have missed in between everything is I think David Doyle, part of the New Oak management team, is after getting a red card off the sideline. So I just see the referee, the fourth official said something, and he flashed the red card. So it's one of the New Oak coaching staff is after getting sent off.
Oh, an interesting development. David Doyle, who of course played with Portlaoise earlier in this competition, so his cup died today, so wasn't involved. And his father we wish his father, Davey, who's also listening, we believe, who's suffering a small bit today, we wish him the best of health, and we hope he's enjoying our coverage wherever he's watching or listening in. We've 35 minutes gone in this second half now. Still Evergreen who lead this 1-0 as we're coming into a frantic last 10 minutes. Lee Walker was around the back trying to get on something there for New Walk, and he had a bit of a coming together there with Ethan Phelan, and that's maybe 3 or 4 small little petulant fouls that Lee Walker has done, and the referee doesn't have a word this time, but there might be a word coming.
Oh no, I think to be fair, it was just a crossover. But I think Lee Walker's next one. I think he's on a yellow card because I think there'll be a little bit of an accumulation going on here. Another sub for Evergreen coming on.
Yeah, we'll bring you that as we get it. There definitely is a change happening. We have a bit of a pause here as we have 9 minutes of normal time to go. There's no Evergreen man making an obvious way towards the halfway line to be substituted off, but I think it's actually going to be the goal scorer, Ethan Phelan. I think might be the man who's going to be replaced, which is a bit of a surprise, is it?
Yeah, well, maybe it is. I think we have Ben Hickey now coming on, so Ben's another guy, lightning quick winger. So actually Sam's older brother. So yeah, it's not going to weaken Evergreen at all. If anything, it probably even give them a bit more pace in the wide area.
So he's on for the last 9 minutes. Is Ben Hickey. We'll keep an eye on what number he is wearing in a minute, but we are going to see Ben introduce our 2 brothers now on the field for Evergreen. And there's a bit of, he's actually talking to his brother there as he's coming on. It's going to change things around a small bit. So Ben comes on here in front of us. He's a big smile on his face. Yeah, which is great to see. Ben Hickey coming on and he's smiling. Great to see all these players out here smiling in a cup final. Why wouldn't you be? And straight away it's Ben into action. He's on the ball, but the whistle was gone before Ben got a chance to get onto that. But it is going to be a free or a throw in. No, it's a free. The ball's been dropped to New Oak. 37 gone in this second half. Evergreen 1, New Oak 0. Can New Oak get a late equaliser, or can Evergreen hold on and maybe add to their advantage? That one is sent high again over the halfway line. It's coming down. And Evergreen have won in. They send it back to where that comes from. That's sent in again. Mikey Drennan was running onto that one. It's cut out. Lee Walker gets onto that. Oh, Lee just doesn't have the support he would have liked. He sent that in over his head. The ball's come back down and it is going to be a throw in. A throw in to New Oak, which they take quickly. Goes all the way back to the goalie. And that one is kind of scuffed out of play. It's going to drop. And there's a couple of little girls underneath that one. They nearly got hit out here. But thankfully they were avoided. And the ball has gone out of play. And it is going to be a throw in now in a minute. 37 coming up on 38 gone in this second half, and that ball hasn't been retrieved yet. It's gone out into a field here behind us, so we're having a little bit of a pause. Oh, now we have a new ball coming in, so we're ready to go again, and it is going to be Lee Costello to take this one. So Lee moves forward here. I think he's stolen maybe 6 yards from where the ball originally went out, but no one says that to him, so we play on, and that one is sent forward there by New Walk out of their own defence. Heads go in for that. Up goes Effie. He gets onto that one. Nicely controlled on the chest, left and right there across the field. And New Oak, there was a bit of pressure there. Mikey Clifford putting on there on the New Oak defence. And that one is headed down now. Now New Oak are going. The referee has the hand up to say play on. And still going forward. There's New Oak on the edge of the Evergreen box. Looking for a cross. Been pushed out there. Effie doing well pushing out to New Oak, man. New Oak trying their best, so that's Jordan Harmon. Jordan puts the cross in, but he puts it behind, and really good defending. The Evergreen backroom team supporters never delighted with that effort.
Yeah, like in fairness, Sam Hickey kind of fell down, and to be fair to Iffy, he got back in. Jordan Harmon got on the ball well, and Iffy kind of held him up. Jordan got the cross in, but unfortunately it went over the bar. So good defending, but just a pity for New Oak's point of view.
Yeah, so we're not nearly into the last 5 minutes of this one, and still Evergreen who lead. And there's plenty of talk around the field. I think, was there even a yellow card?
Yeah,
right there?
They gave a yellow card to the Evergreen goalkeeper, Keane Rowe, to the delight of all the young lads behind the goal.
Yeah, there is a gang of young ultras there cheering on, or whatever the opposite of cheering on is, jeering on maybe Keane Rowe up there, but he has a yellow card for himself. And New Oak are back defending. That one is sent in around that halfway line. The referee again has the hand up to say play on. Good work there by New Oak. That's Cian Cleary. Cian is fouled and he wants to take it quickly, but he's taking it maybe 10 feet from where the foul is committed, says the referee, so we're going to go back for that. But now is a chance to maybe develop something, as we're hitting around 40 minutes of this second half. To the best of our knowledge, due to that water break, it's not 100% accurate, but it's 95% accurate. We roughly have about 5 minutes of normal time left, and is what we think, as this one is coming in from Dean Kelly. Dean puts it in. There's a bit of holding going on there. Referee says play on though. Now it's falling to the edge of the box. Oh, poof, clear, but not that far. It's going to come back in again. but Evergreen have it now. Evergreen played it out to the far side of the field. There's only one Evergreen man in the attacking half at the moment. That's played across the field all the way up here. Now there might be a chance for Lee Costello. We've seen him come up the field earlier in this game and he really wasn't sure what he was doing up there. He's up there again now, right out by the corner flag, waiting for some support. Gets the support from Ben Hickey. Now Ben is looking around him. Where's Ben going to go? He's just happy to hold it up. Now he cuts inside. Still Ben, edge of the box, plays that one through. He did so well for 80% of that move. The pass just wasn't as good as it maybe could have been.
Yeah, another break forward. It was Sam Johnston in the midfield and played it well into Ben Hickey. Just the execution of the pass into Decky McQuillan just didn't come off. But look, it's really getting to nervy time now for Evergreen and really getting to drastic times now for New Oak to get back into it.
Yeah, New Oak are just going to have to throw the kitchen sink now for the last 4 minutes or so of normal time and see what happens. But it's Evergreen who are probably the more dominant team in the last 3 or 4 minutes anyway. But New Oak have the ball. The referee is blowing the whistle. I think there was an offside there. Yeah, I think it's an offside, so it is going to be New Oak to take this. They would have been happier to play on, I think, at that point, but they have the ball now. 4 minutes to try and get something of normal time, plus what will ever be added on. There wasn't a huge amount of stoppages, there was no huge injuries or anything like that. There was the water break, of course. Now the ball is there in the centre circle. Evergreen have won it, it's still bouncing, it's still hopping around. Now New Oak have it back and they need to create something. Lee Walker, their outball, he's been outball all day. There's too much on that. And Harry, we've got about 3 minutes normal time. What can New Oak do? What should they do for the last 3 minutes?
You just have to keep going forward. Utilise your full back. Dowling, very, very good. Kyle Foley on the left hand side there. Get the ball up into like Lee Walker. Ian Kelly's not really in the game. Magic. Try and even draw a foul or something up near the other end and possibly force a free kick.
But it's Evergreen who are on the attack. Just as you were talking there, Harry, that was sent down. Mikey Drennan went all the way to the end line. He was possibly pushed over there. The referee says play on though, and New Oak have the ball back in the hands of their goalie, Craig Keary, as we've about 2.5 minutes or maybe slightly more left of normal time. But it's New Oak have the ball far side of the field. Jordan Harmon about 50 yards out from his own goal. Maybe slightly closer than that on second viewing, but Dean Kelly has it now. Dean goes back, New Oak holding on to it, but they're still a long way from goal. They need to develop something from here. They've gone back as far as the halfway line now, and now Kyle Foley has it. Foley looking around him, sends that one in, a Danish one, but it's not the best ball in the world as I say that there. It was easily headed away there by Sam Hickey in the end. Overcoming him all the way back. It's a one-on-one ball, or a one-on-one between a defender and a striker, and it goes back as far as the goalie because it was won by the New Oak man. He headed it back to his goalie and New Oak are able to go again. Now 2 minutes of normal time to go. New Oak have the ball inside their own half, playing it across. Evergreen have really got everyone back, bar Mikey Drennan. They've all 10 other players back inside their own half and they're defending with their lives at the moment. Neither side has ever won this title in the history of either club. It'll be a huge day for whichever club can get over the line, and at the moment it's Evergreen who lead 1-0 with 90 seconds of normal time to go. Will Evergreen be celebrating in 90 seconds plus whatever will be added on at the end of that? New Oak don't want that happening. They have the ball back inside their own half. Now they're trying to build, but Evergreen have just got everyone back. There's no obvious openings, so New Oak are just going to have to be patient. Dean Kelly now, Dean on the halfway line. Dean tries to spread things. He does manage to move things forward. Keane Cleary now, back as far as Dino, back to Keane Cleary. He's up to the edge of the box. Oh, a heavy touch. A heavy touch for Cleary. Unfortunately, showed too much with the Ben Hickey and he sent it skywards, but New Oak have got it back towards the far side of the field. Last minute of normal time. New Oak on the ball, cross it in, left footed, ahead on that. Oh, it bounces and it's cleared. They didn't know too much about that. Some of the New Oak players and fans kind of half-heartedly appealed for a handball. The referee was having none of it. New Oak back on the ball here again. About 40 seconds of normal time to go. New Oak have the ball, halfway line. They're playing it over the back, but they need to get it in. Now Evergreen get a boot in there and just drive New Oak back. They hold on to it. It's all the way back to their own goalkeeper now, edge of the box. They're 1-0 down. They need to get something on this one. This needs to be sent forward. We have about 20 seconds of normal time to go. New Oak on the ball, trying to go forward here, trying to create something. Still buried inside their own half. They need to create something. They need to find a chink of light in that Evergreen back, and that's sent forward. It's nicely controlled. Oh, as I say, that was Keane Dowling. It was a diagonal ball. It just didn't control as well as he would have liked.
Yeah, in fairness to him, he had made a great run down the right hand side, and it was a good ball to find him. It just a poor touch, and Evergreen are sitting in. They're trying to screen everything from the front into injury time. So look, you're into injury time probably maybe about 4, maybe 5 minutes.
Well, will it be 4 or 5 minutes? I'm not quite sure. Was there a board or is that what someone said?
I think I see the referee showing, I think, was it 4 minutes, Harry?
I'm not sure.
I thought I seen 4 minutes.
Well, the Evergreen backroom team definitely weren't happy, so I think it was probably up around the 4 or 5 minutes. And another ball has gone into the field behind us here. They've lost 2 in there already. And have we got another one?
Lee.
We're hoping there is another ball coming. This will just add on another bit of time. The ball drops down. We're thinking there's about 4 minutes left. We've played about 45 seconds into this second half. Is it going to be a line ball? We're having a stoppage. And Dean Kelly, some of the crowd here are laughing. We're seeing that rule where you can't leave the pitch to get a ball of water. Dean Kelly led full out there like a goalkeeper to try and reach the water. He got it. And now we've got
4 minutes. 4 minutes left, so Jackie McQuillan gone off and David Crinsell coming on now for Evergreen.
So Crinsell, he will not weaken this team in any way. Another player full of experience comes onto the field. The 37-year-old auctioneer, Oscar Traynor winner, or Oscar Traynor, involved with the Oscar Traynor, I should say, and he is in and he will add a bit of stability to the side for the last 4 minutes or so. It's Evergreen on the attack. That one is sent forward around the edge of the box. Who's going to get onto this one? Newark have managed to defend that one well, and they have won themselves a free on the edge of their own box. They need to get the ball down to the other end of the field. They need to do it fairly lively. They're 1-0 down, and we've about 3 minutes of this injury time to go. This one is kicked forward there by the Newark goalie, Carney. Carney sends that across the field. Sam is up there. Sam Hickey wins that one well, and it's Mikey Clifford. Mikey Clifford, the number 12 for Evergreen. Far side of the field, halfway line, puts it in towards Mikey Drennan, who's all there in his own. It falls, and there's a shot. It was more of a snapshot than anything from Evergreen there, and it goes to the left and wide of the goals.
Yeah, Route 1, and the ball dropped down from the Newark defender, and Grinny got on it and took first time shot and went wide, so defend it now here if they can. And
Evergreen have won it again. Newark are looking a little bit ragged. They have been trying to get that goal since the 13th odd minute when Ethan Phelan got the goal for Evergreen, and there's a foul there. Mikey Drennan came into the game there towards the semicircle, we'll say. He was kicked and he has won his side a free, and he's in no hurry to take this. 47.5 minutes is what we have on our clock here. We're due to play 49, so that's about 90 odd seconds. There has been a few stoppages though since that 4 minute board went up, and Newark hoofed that one clear from the edge of their own box. It's going to drop around that halfway line. It's going to come down, and Evergreen are going to pick up the scraps, and as I say that, Newark put in a tackle. Evergreen now maybe have won it back. It's still around the halfway line. This is where Evergreen want the ball to be, anywhere bar up around their own goals, and they have the ball. Ben Hickey now, he's attacking, he's heading for the end line. He has the ball, is he heading towards the corner flag? Is he going to hold it up? He goes back outside, and there might be a chance to create something for him. Cornelli is shut down. Keane Dowling came in on top of him, and Evergreen have won a throw-in, and again they're under no hurry whatsoever to take this. We've about 40 odd seconds of the 4 minutes we're told will be added on to play. Evergreen lead this one 1-0. Can they win this Leinster Junior Cup for the first time in the club's history? They won their 8th league in a row a couple of weeks ago in Kilkenny. Can they win this cup? They have the ball at the moment on the edge of the box towards the far side of the field, not really well controlled, and Newark have it. Really good closing down there by Mikey Clifford, I think, on the far side of the field, and Evergreen have just given away a foul just outside the Newark box. Newark need to throw everything at this. We've about 5 seconds left of that 4 minutes we're told we're going to play, and out comes Craig Carney. Newark need to get something on this. They need to get the ball up the other end of the field. They're gone Route 1, edge of the box, heads go up for this. It's an Evergreen head who gets that one away, still bobbling around there. Eventually a hoof clear. Sam Hickey sends that one high out towards the sideline. The crowd here that are supporting the Kilkenny side are asking the referee to blow that whistle. We did have a few stoppages though since that 4 minute went up. Now there's still a chance for Newark. Effie then sends that one out over the stand almost here in Bunclody. It's still bouncing around. It is going to come back on to the pitch side, thankfully, because I think we've ran out of footballs over there. We're on to our third or fourth one at this stage. We've played 35 seconds over that 4 minutes. This will surely be the last effort Newark have. They have a throw in about 10 minutes shy of the attacking box. Over there to take that is Jordan Harmon. Jordan Harmon is going to go for a long one, a long throw. He has to lop this one in and hope someone gets ahead in it. That is what his intention is at the moment. We have a bit of a delay as the referee is talking to Lee Walker, and I'm not quite sure for Evergreen, but this is surely going to be the last throw of the dice.
Yeah, hopefully now if they defend this, I think maybe the referee will blow it up. we'll see how it goes.
So New Oak throw that one in, it's gone around the middle of the box, it's headed back out. There might be another chance for New Oak to lob this in. They have lobbed it in, it's dropping in, it's headed clear by Evergreen, and it's headed out for a corner. The drama isn't over just yet. There is a corner to New Oak. New Oak do have a chance. Again, here the Evergreen supporters are not loving that. We have gone over the allotted 4 minutes by about 90 odd seconds, or a little bit more. Surely this will be the last stop. They're bringing up the goalie. Craig Carney of New Oak is up as well. Here comes the corner, left footer, in around the house. There's a head in it. Oh, that was very, very close. The New Oak players are saying that came off an Evergreen head last. Not quite sure who actually did touch it. It was Lee Walker. He barely missed that one. Just out. We have played 50 minutes of this half, so we've got 5 minutes and nearly even 6 minutes. Surely this is going to be it. The Evergreen supporters have no nails left. They want the whistle to be blown. New Oak want one more chance, but that may have been the chance. It was Lee Walker's header. This is surely going to be the last hit. Johnny here calling for the whistle to be blown. And here it is. And for the first time in the club's history, Evergreen are declared Leinster Junior Cup champions, and they fully deserve the victory. Johnny, try and sum that up for us.
Yeah, I don't know, a tough game, two equal teams. Unfortunately, over the years with Evergreen, 1984 against Beggs in the FAI Junior Cup, and against Sheriff in 2016 the Leinster, and against Sheriff again in the FAI, Evergreen on the losing side. But today they come out and look, brilliant for the club. I know we said during the week that both clubs needed it, how far they'd come and how far they'd put in the effort and the time. And look, disappointed for New Oak. In fairness, they're a good team, but look, absolutely delighted for the club.
Yeah, huge day for the club. Harry, you're up here. You've been representing the Carlow side for the last 90 odd minutes or so. A good game. Try and give us your thoughts on that one.
Look.
Where is God? Yeah, well, that was it. I can't take fucking man in the match was fucking brilliant. Get down! Where's Keith? Finally fucking done it. He's there somewhere. Yes! Come on, Andy. Legend. Got it done. I'm watching work. No, we go this way.
actually trying to mind it.
Yeah, we're still live here. You've been promoted anyway, Richie. I wouldn't think so. We'll check it out in a second.
No, we're good. We're still going. Oh, you're live. I can see it.
Yeah.
Everyone in here to me, quickly here. Dino, Sam, Ben, in here to me. Hey. One last minute.
On behalf of the Leinster Football Association, we'd like to do a big thank you to KCLR FC, all the committee members, all the volunteers who did a fantastic job car parking, organising the whole day, and a fantastic attendance of 1,098. A big round of applause for KCLR. We're going to start the presentation with the match officials. I'd like our 4 match officials to come forward, please, to collect their medal.
Don't deck. Look at that.
Next, I'm going to ask Peter Weller to present the player of the match award.
Sure.
Evergreen FC number 5.
Need a lady!
And Karen Hickey from the Executive to present the runners-up medals to New York.
Done, boys.
Let's go.
Yeah, that might be up there, that.
I'll put the net on video.
I'm going to pace like where I go. 0-0, yeah. You will, mate. You're right turn where you go. I think I can. Not again.
Don't break out.
Hang on, boys, here we go.
Present the winners with their medals first, and if the captain can come up last. So the winners of the 2025 Leinster Junior Cup, Evergreen FC.
We'll go closer, Richie. President Noel Jordan to Evergreen captain Leland Legend.
I just want to start off by thanking the match officials. We've had a couple more for the few games all played, so we got that again. So, all of us for the officials there. I'd also like to thank Joe, because that was probably one of the toughest games I've ever played in the from minute 1 to 90. They did not stop coming, so all of us for Joe. Evergreen committee, they've over the years, ever since I've been at the club for the last 20 years, always top class, always looked after us. So that's for me. Probably the two main men in the squad. Without Jim, we definitely wouldn't be here today. So. Everybody won't be here today, only this man, Keith. Then the three big dogs, Craig Wall, Sarge, Johnny Dunleavy, Uncle John. 2 wings come in this year, past players. And lads, what they brought to the group, the professionals, the training, well, they did really nice night on every day is happy with this. Gary Marr. We just want to know how he does it. He is Mr. Evergreen. He's all for the last 8 years. We've been through it all, and just so happy now for Overgreen today, Sarge. This has been going for the last 10 years.